There. Now, good morning to all Facebook and YouTubers out there as well. 11 minutes after 6 o'clock, got some rain starting. The main thing of the rain, uh, 7, 8, 9, somewhere in that vicinity, be the heaviest little band of rain that they're talking about. Then it moves on down the road, and Raleigh gets it next, and then the Outer Banks, and then it's gone.
Wow.
And we'll see some sunshine at if not before, right around lunchtime. That's what Brad Panovich
Panovich.
says. So that's what we're looking for. So wind, though, that's what he just was harping on more than the rain and the thunder and lightning. It was wind.
It's pretty.
So
It was pretty windy out there this
yeah,
morning.
so maybe 45, maybe 50 in a gust or something like that today. So if you got your trash cans still sitting out and they've already been emptied, they'll be down the street a little ways or across the hall, across the road in the ditch, or anything else you got laying around on the porch.
Kind of just thought about that. Mine's sitting at the end of my driveway.
There you go. Have they already come?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay. You're a Tuesdayer.
Yep.
So is Aunt Sibby. She's a Tuesday. And with the new people though, getting kind of complaints about sometimes they pick it up, sometimes they don't.
Uh-oh.
That's another story we'll get into later. We won't talk about that now. Anyway, it's going to be a windy day today, and just uh,
Just be careful.
no, it's terrible. I'm just thinking stuff. People that perhaps have a hairpiece, you you might want to be careful out there
Are you
today.
thinking about certain people?
I am thinking about a particular fella. So anyway, he appears on this radio station occasionally. So it's 13 minutes after 6 o'clock. Good morning. Let's get out of bed. Real Country 550 and 92.9 WAME. There's Timmy McGraw. 21 minutes after 6 o'clock, 6:21 as we rise and shine here on Wednesday. And actually, Vaughn put up there, it looked pretty good, except I've run past it. Wednesday, WINDS, Wednesday. So, and that's what it's supposed to be today. A lot of wind. So, not just wind from the radio station, but right out of the clouds. So, let's see here. Right now it is 60 degrees. Wow. Boy, what a change. So,
It's warm outside.
yeah, 60 is the warmness, but you'll need like something to keep the rain off of you, at least for the morning hours. So the kids, now some schools around us either are on a delay or
Most of them have canceled.
have canceled for today. Iredell Statesville has not. It's still ongoing as far as we know right this minute.
Yes.
Same for Mooresville, same for ARS, all that other stuff. So kids here just have to brave it. I guess they were worried that the buses would flip over on a high wind. Is that what it is?
That's exactly what it is.
I don't know if that's. I guess it's possible.
It's very possible. I have some inside information.
Yeah, you always do.
So, one of the buses that was on the road this morning was concerned. The driver was concerned.
Oh, really?
Yes.
In Iredell?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, Catawba and Alexander, I can't remember if Alexander's a delay or off, one or the other. But anyway, but nothing from Iredell State.
I know Catawba was remote.
Nothing from nothing from Rowan either. So let me go back here to the other Facebooks. There's so many. You got that camera down on me.
Because you were the main focus. You were the one talking.
I can give you the main focus. All right. Nope. Newton Conovers are closed today. So that's about it right this very minute. All right. So still, Iredell Statesville still on the road. Now, I could, I'm not going to, but I could call Dr. James, since we're thinking of him this morning. But we won't do that. We'll wait till we get officially noted by Jada. Jada will let us know if something's happening. All right. So other than that, we're good today. So get up, get ready to roll, get ready to go to work. Whatever you're going to do today, it's happening.
With more than 20,000 students, Iredell Statesville schools rank among the 20 largest school districts in North Carolina. Our teachers represent a wealth of knowledge, with the average teacher in our district having 15 years of teaching experience. Iredell Statesville Schools' innovative approach blends a one-to-one technology initiative with collaborative best practices and a hands-on approach to learning. In addition to traditional school settings, the district provides a wide range of exciting educational opportunities through our choice programs, specifically designed for unique student needs. No matter your age, your background, or your personal goals, there's a place for you in the Iredell Statesville schools.
At Banner Drug, we are proud that we've been serving our customers since 1996. Our pharmacy offers a personalized customer service experience you expect from a locally owned store. To help you with your prescriptions,
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
Let me guess.
Isn't today Wednesday? Indeed.
It's hump day. Are you ready for the weekend?
I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah?
That's why today I want to start with something small we can all agree on.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Halfway through the week. We're halfway there.
You can do it! You can do it!
Let's do it. Showtime. Showtime.
Today Wednesday. Indeed.
Yes, it is. Showtime Wednesday. And glad you're around. We've got clouds. We've got some rain already this morning. And that should be moving on out of here as the day goes on. The strongest weather ought to be coming between 7 and 8, 8 and 9, somewhere in that vicinity. Should be looking at that way. So, all right. So let's see what we've got. There's Brent Goforth. Good morning, sir. So glad you tuned in this morning. Glad you're up so early. Let's see, who else is there? Kathy Stewart. Hi, Kathy. You have a wonderful day. Von Bowles, good Wednesday morning. Hold on to your hats. Good morning, Ronald.
Good morning.
John Wayne.
John Wayne.
There's John Hadley. Good morning, sir. Darla is out there. Good morning. Hold on to your umbrella and your hats today. And certain people should hold on to their toupees. Jeff Deal, good Wednesday morning. We got your birthday. We'll put it on here at 7:20. There's Meta. How would you pronounce that? Mangetr. Maneater.
Mangeter.
Anyway, it's Kenny. Good morning. There's Dean Tolbert. Good morning there, Dean. You have a great day. Stay weather aware. Absolutely. Shane Huffman. Good morning, sir. There's Brian Collins up. Bobby Fulbright. Good morning. There's David Binge. Check your phone, Ron.
Yeah, he sent me a screenshot of what was popping up whenever he clicked on the Facebook Live.
Oh,
It was not us.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
He said it's working now, but for some reason, whenever he clicked on it, it popped up something.
Oh, there you are. You
weird.
said, hi, we're on YouTube as well. So there
Yeah.
you go. Let's see here. And there's Cliff Powell. Old Clifton from down there in beautiful Williamston, North Carolina. Keeping up with the Joneses. We giggled about you actually making it early. It was just a giggle. It wasn't a full-blown belly laugh. Just a giggle.
It's good to make people laugh.
Yes, it is. All right, it is.
William Hamby also says good morning, everyone.
Oh, just Bill?
Bill.
Oh, yeah, he just now popped on.
Bill,
That's right.
this studio looks amazing.
Isn't it fabulous?
Wow, it's fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.
That's right.
fabulous.
Hercules. 25 minutes till 7 o'clock. Carolina Hearing and Tinnitus offers complete hearing services, including hearing testing, hearing aid fittings and repair, hearing protection, tinnitus management, cochlear implant and balance evaluations. We now are offering the Lanier device for tinnitus management. Carolina Hearing and Tinnitus has 4 locations to serve you: 703 Bryant Street in Statesville and 114 Moore Lake Drive in Mooresville. For information or to make an appointment, call 704-872-1670 or go to carolinahearingandtinnitus.com. Hey folks, don't let the winter chill catch you off guard. Swing on into Fort Dobbs Hardware right now for their winter clothing sale. Stay warm and stylish with their selection of Ariat and Carhartt pants for the whole family. Get ahead on your planning needs while snagging amazing deals on all that winter apparel. Whether you're braving the cold or prepping for sunny days, Fort Dobbs Hardware's got you covered in style. 406 Turnersburg Highway in Statesville. Hey, we've got Ryan Scott over here at Randy Marion Chevrolet. What's going on, Ryan?
Billy Buck, you know what? 2025, new year. How about a new car, new truck, new SUV? Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville, we've got you covered. Whether it's the new Traverse, whether it's a new Malibu, whether it's a new Silverado pickup truck. Again, Randy Marion Chevrolet, we have got the selection for you. Come check them out today. But maybe a new vehicle isn't in the budget this year? How about this for a deal? How about a 24 model Equinox LT all-wheel drive? These vehicles are starting at $22,770. That is a deal for 2025. Folks, come see them today. Randy Marion Chevrolet in Statesville, right here on I-40. Look for the spinning car, because that is where the deals are.
real country.
It was Sunday morning, I was 7 years old, in the backyard playing in a big mud hole. I was all decked out, ready for church, had my brand new suit all covered in dirt. Mama hit the ceiling, she was fit to be tied, talking about how she's gonna tan my hide. But Daddy wasn't laughing when I changed my clothes, said, Mama, leave the boy alone. Well, if the good die young, if the good die young, our little boy's gonna have a lot of fun, 'cause he's gonna live forever with the
Got to have a little George in the morning. It is 15 minutes away from 7 o'clock, 6:45, as we start out our day here on this beautiful Wednesday. Okay, well, it's not totally beautiful, but it can be if we keep our minds and thoughts straight. Now that I have said all that so I could find my icon over here, welcome the Rebs in the house this morning. There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, all God's children. Good to see y'all this morning. The first day of Lent.
That's right.
40 days until
Be
Easter.
sure that today, because it is the first day of Lent, to check your navel and
it's,
get all the lint out of it.
depending on how deep it is probably the thought that you've never experienced Lent and giving something up for the Lord.
Unless you got an Audi, then you don't have to
then
worry
you're
about
good
it.
to go, man.
Everything's fine.
Good
That's
to go.
it.
I'm
So-
sure the end of my navel is identifying as an Audi somewhere in its life. Probably hadn't happened since I was about 2 years old.
You know, that's right. I picked up that 500-pound dumbbell. There it went. So coming up here, you're in luck, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, why don't you call your neighbors? I know it's not 7 o'clock yet, and they're probably still in bed, but call them because I think we have a Revis Right coming up.
I bring it back.
I'm bringing back the big stuff.
Man, there is so much new stuff in this studio.
Isn't it, though?
Everybody needs to be watching on Facebook as well as listening on the
We
radio.
got damn fancy little tiles on the wall.
Look, if I just lean back, the little tiles look like I have like antlers. I have a quotient.
Oh, it is.
Like I have a quotient box over my head.
I should.
The crazy thing is my head is so big, like the bottom. What is that? A hexagon?
Yeah.
It covers it completely up. That's for you, Shane Barnett. Smart mouth.
Right. 13 till 7. Jason Alexander with A&A Sales and Service with a Massey Ferguson for any size farm operation.
Well, for our smaller scale operation guys, we've got compact tractors up to a utility tractor. You don't have to have 100 horsepower to run a lot of stuff, especially hay equipment. And we've got tons of options from our 1800 series to our 2800 series and our utility 2600 series. It's just like the old 135s that everybody remembers. So a great lineup for our smaller operations. 618 Turnersburg Highway, just north of Walmart, right there on the right.
Broadway's must-see musical takes you into the heart of the remarkable true story of 7,000 stranded passengers and a small town in Newfoundland that welcomed them. Come From Away. Hailed as the best of the year across North America, Come From Away is a powerful celebration of humanity. Go see this gem of a musical, Come From Away.
Playing at Comma Performing Arts Center March 10th. Tickets available at commaonline.org. With racing-inspired automotive-style suspension and integrated cutting decks, Ferris commercial mowers are engineered to deliver a quality cut faster, allowing professional landscapers to earn more profit and bragging rights. Ferris suspension is not just a feature or a marketing gimmick. It's a game changer that simply has to be experienced. True suspension changes everything. Visit RC's Lawnmower Sales and Service, 150 RC Farm Drive, and set up a test drive and feel the Ferris difference. Ferris, experience suspension. March Madness is here. Stop by Pocket Change Amusement, 2731 Amity Hill Road in Statesville, and make your slam dunk purchase. No game room is complete without a pool table, foosball, air hockey, shuffleboard, multi-K, ping pong, and more. Our showroom is open Monday through Friday from 10 till 5. Follow Facebook and Instagram for a chance to save 10% off any item during March Madness. That's Pocket Change Amusement, 2731 Amity Hill Road in Statesville.
At Piedmont Healthcare, we believe in more than just treating patients. We're committed to understanding and addressing the unique needs facing our community. Being a physician-owned network means that we're not just healthcare providers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in health. With strong ties to local communities, we're able to offer personalized care that truly understands your needs. When you choose Piedmont Healthcare, you're not just choosing healthcare, you're choosing to be part of a community that cares. If you're ready to experience the difference for yourself, call our new patient hotline at 833-PHC-FOR-YOU. That's 833-742-4968. Or you can just request an appointment online, phcappointments.com.
Hey, if you love guitars, don't miss the Carolina Guitar Show this Saturday and Sunday at the Western North Carolina Ag Center. Buy, sell, or trade new, used, and vintage musical instruments and accessories. Turn unused gear into cash. The Carolina Guitar Show, March 8th, 10 to 5, March 9th, 10 to 4. The WNC Ag Center, exit 40 off I-26 on Fanning Bridge Road at gate number 5. For more information, visit BEE3vintage.com.
550 and 92.9 WAME.
All righty.
Classic country.
Sorry. It's 10 minutes away from 7 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, at 6:50 in the morning. And yes, let's bring him on. Here we go.
That's what I'm wondering too.
Got charcoal everywhere in here. We just cleaned up the studio and you got that charcoal everywhere. And it's windy outside. Thank Heaven the Rev doesn't have a rug on his head. But he has a rug that he stands on, and it's made out of pure silk that you give to the church.
Oh my gosh.
You give it to the church, and the poor folks, they didn't need it, so we moved that money over to another category.
Oh my gosh.
But we won't talk about that right now. But we will talk about the Rev is right. Good morning, Rev.
Morning, all God's children. And there was no money taken away from the poor.
We saw it on the Facebooks yesterday.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk
That must have
about
been that fake account.
Yeah, we'll talk about the fake account that somebody decided to hit me with. What's up, all God's children? It's good to be back in the saddle again with the Rev is Right. I hope you've missed it because I've missed bringing them to you. Sunday at church, we talked about faith and the love of God. I used the illustration of how your favorite love song really evokes an emotion in your life. And I asked people to send their favorite love songs to me. And wow, what a feeling. More Than Love, 8 days a week. So many good songs, inspiration, Don't Stop Believing. I mean, one after another one. You name the pigs and I name the dogs. I mean, just a swangin' by John Snyder. I mean, so many good classics along the way. Well, as the Rev was doing some other work, I had these songs playing in a playlist. And out of nowhere came a tune that surprised me. A tune by Claire Dunn called Out of the Blue. Now, Claire Dunn's song is just about on every listening and streaming platform there is, whether it's Spotify or Apple Music, or you're going to get a taste of it here in just a few moments. It's one of those songs that delves into the complexities of communication and relationships and highlighting the emotions tied to unexpected interactions. The opening lyric says, I hate the way we hung up today. And then the tone sets the tone for the narrative of exploring the nuances of staying connected. It's a heartfelt reminder that sometimes the best things in life come unexpected. The song captures that moment when somebody reaches out just when you need it most, even if you didn't realize it. You know, life has a way of throwing us curveballs, and we have those days when we feel like we're barely holding it together, which for Billy is most days, but that's why I'm here on Wednesday. Dunn's lyrics remind us that a simple call, a random text, or an unexpected, hey, you good, can mean the world to somebody who might be struggling in silence. Checking in on people, and I mean people that maybe are your loved ones. Maybe they're that friend that you don't get to connect with all the time, but somehow or another you're you're just pricked in the heart to say, I wonder what's going on with them, is one of the simplest yet most profound acts of kindness. Let's be real. Most of us avoid answering the phone if it's not about food or money. But I imagine if we made a habit of surprising people with good vibes, that's the word for today, instead of just memes and missed calls. You never know what someone's going through behind their quote unquote, I'm fine. People get lost in their own chaos, drowning in work, stress, and those existential crises that hit them at 2 a.m. in the morning that nobody else knows about except them and the Lord. You know, a random call might be annoying at first, but let's face it, no one's ever truly free to talk. But down deep, it reminds us that someone cares enough to break through the noise. So why don't you try to call somebody out of the blue? Why don't you let that learn to be a part of your habit? Because one day, when you least expect it, that random call may be the very thing that pulls you back from the edge, makes you laugh when you needed it most, or just simply reminds you that you are not alone. And look, I know you may not like it, but I sure wish you'd learn to love it. Because down deep inside, the Rev is right.
I hate the way we hung up today. I wish I just handled things different. 'Cause I dread the day when I can't call just to say hey. Don't wanna think about you being gone. So from now on, I'm gonna call you out of the blue. I'm gonna tell you all the things that I need to, 'cause life is too short and time moves too fast, and I don't wanna look back and wish that I had called you out of the blue. Told you I loved you. I don't want to regret anything I wish I'd said. I don't want
name is Claire Dunn, and she spells Claire CLARE
So I think that song was released like in 2003.
Is it that far back?
I want to say.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but
Yeah.
man, that thing jumped up on me like a.
Like a
I don't know.
blue tick hound on a possum.
Like the best Hallmark card, man. I was like, those lyrics are stout.
Yeah. All right. It is a minute after 7 o'clock. National Weather Service is, I'm sorry. It's a minute after 7 o'clock. And there it goes. And there you are. It is
Real Country is 550 AM WAME, 92.9 W225BD, Statesville.
got some rain going on this morning. Not much wind right now, but that wind is a-coming, and some pretty good-sized storms, they tell us. We'll check it out coming up here in just a second or two. And a minute after 7, news update time brought to you by Caudle Coin and Currency on East Front Street in beautiful downtown Statesville. Well, the National Weather Service is calling for storms and windy this morning, and that it is. Looking for the wind maybe to kick up 45 miles per hour, maybe even more than that in some places. So if you have loose things around like trash cans and other assorted things out in the yard, they're going to be blown away or blown into the traffic. So be sure you secure all those this morning. And then by later on this afternoon, the sun will be back again. Still going to be kind of windy for us, though. Sherry Bell Wilson updates that weather forecast coming up in just a minute. The Cool Springs Volunteer Fire Department was dispatched for a structure fire on Shady Stream Drive about 3:30 Monday afternoon, along with Statesville, Shepherds, Ebenezer, and fire departments and Iredell County EMS and Rescue Squad. Initial reports that were 2 dogs inside the burning structure. Arriving units encountered very heavy fire from the rear of the house. Firefighters made an aggressive interior attack and knocked down the flames, while additional companies searched the structure for possible occupants. Crews did find 2 unresponsive dogs, removed them from the structure, and began giving them air from their own masks, while EMS personnel that's equipped with specialized pet oxygen masks took over trying to revive the puppies. After a period of time, both dogs started breathing on their own and were taken by a private vehicle to a local veterinarian. One was in very serious condition. The fire was declared under control about 3:48 p.m. No other injuries were reported. Cool Springs Chief Andy Webster said was in command of the operation, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation. The Statesville Police Department is reminding drivers to avoid blocking the intersection at the diverging Diamond Interchange on Turnersburg Highway, Sullivan Road. Entering an intersection without enough space to clear it violates North Carolina law and results in a ticket. The law says that drivers must not enter an intersection, crosswalk, or railroad crossing unless there is sufficient space on the other side to avoid obstructing traffic, even if the light is green. Blocking an intersection disrupts traffic flow and creates safety hazards for other vehicles and pedestrians. Statesville police officers will be monitoring that area and enforcing the law. Plan ahead, be patient, don't block the box. We'll take a look at that weather and sports coming up in just a second. Hey, I'm here with Doug Caudle of Caudle Coin, and we're talking about jewelry.
That's right, Billy Buck. We continue to have a full selection of gold and silver coins, and now we're expanding into jewelry. We purchased an XRF machine, which analyzes gold, silver, and all types of precious metals.
Really? So let's see. You know, I have a few gold chains and a mood ring for my disco days. Is that something you can help me with?
Absolutely. Bring them by the store and we'll analyze them for gold content and make you a fair offer and pay you right on the spot.
Wow. Okay, well, what about silver and platinum jewelry?
Oh, yes. We're able to analyze most precious metals, including gold, silver, platinum, and even palladium.
So let me ask you this. Can I trade jewelry for gold and silver coins that you have in the store?
Oh, sure. If you like, we can trade the value of your jewelry for gold and silver coins, which is an excellent way to convert unused jewelry into assets of greater value.
Man. All right, so go see Doug and Luke at Caudle Coin and Currency. They're located in downtown Statesville now at 125 East Front Street. And don't forget to tell them that WAME sent you, and you can choose from the Billy Buck box of prizes.
At Piedmont Healthcare, we believe in more than just treating patients. We're committed to understanding and addressing the unique needs facing our community. Being a physician-owned network means that we're not just healthcare providers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in health. With strong ties to local communities, we're able to offer personalized care that truly understands your needs. When you choose Piedmont Healthcare, you're not just choosing healthcare, you're choosing to be part of a community that cares. If you're ready to experience the difference for yourself, call our new patient hotline at 833-PHC-for-you. That's 833-742-4968. Or you can just request an appointment online, phcappointments.com.
Hey, if you love guitars, don't miss the Carolina Guitar Show this Saturday and Sunday at the Western North Carolina Ag Center. Buy, sell, or trade new, used, and vintage musical instruments and accessories. Turn unused gear into cash. The Carolina Guitar Show, March 8th, 10 to 5, March 9th, 10 to 4. The WNC Ag Center, exit 40 off I-26 on Fanning Bridge Road at gate number 5. For more information, visit BEE3vintage.com.
Broadway's must-see musical takes you into the heart of the remarkable true story of 7,000 stranded passengers and a small town in Newfoundland that welcomed them. Come From Away. Hailed as the best of the year across North America, Come From Away is a powerful celebration of humanity. Go see this gem of a musical, Come From Away.
Playing at Comma Performing Arts Center March 10th. Tickets available at commaonline.org.
ProgressiveInsurance.com presents the Sports Flash on Real Country 550 and 92.9 WAME. On the ice, the Hurricanes beat the Red Wings 2-1. Jordan Martinook had a goal and an assist. Jordan Stahl also scored for the Canes. It was their third win in their last 4. Frederick Anderson made 24 stops. Carolina has a 4-point lead ahead of New Jersey for second in the Metropolitan Division. They're 10 points behind the division-leading Capitals. Up next, the Canes open a 4-game homestand on Thursday night when they host the Boston Bruins. The ACC women's basketball tournament starts today. Syracuse faces Boston College, Pitt against Virginia, Clemson battles Stanford. Regular season action continues in the Colonial. Tomorrow, Campbell's home against Charleston. Drexel visits Delaware. NC-A&T at home against William and Mary. The Aggies lead the conference at 13-3. Drexel and Charleston both 12-4. Campbell's 11-5. Bundle auto and home, renters, or condo and save with Progressive. That's the Sports Flash. I'm Chuck Sanders, Real Country 550 and 92.9 WAME.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to handle the busy holiday season, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Gonna be in the mid to upper 50s as we're heading out this Wednesday morning. Gonna be a windy day today. Showers likely this morning, along with some thunderstorms. We could have some wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. It's gonna be mostly sunny though this afternoon. Our highs, it's gonna be in the upper 60s. Gonna be partly sunny, windy, and cooler on Thursday. Highs are gonna be in the low 50s. Friday, it's gonna be mostly cloudy and a little breezy in the afternoon. Highs gonna be around 60. Hang on tight to Toto, your hats, and your hair. It's gonna be a windy one out there today. That's today's weather from your sunny south weather girl, Sherry Bell Wilson with WAME.
18 minutes after 7 as we get up here on this Wednesday, and we got rain falling this morning, some heavy stuff, and then we'll get some thunder and lightning coming in here a little while. And the wind, usually when a front moves through, we get big wind, and that's what they're suspecting will happen with us. So we'll have to watch it out there this morning. As you're going into work, or Iredell Statesville schools are on a regular schedule as far as we know. Nothing has changed yet. But some other school systems around decided, we're probably not going to do that, just in case it's too windy and a bus might take a topple. All right, so it is Wednesday. It's March the 5th. It's Ash Wednesday, and the beginning of Lent. Yesterday was Fat Tuesday.
How'd I miss that?
You just perked right up when we said that. And so they had Mardi Gras down there in New Orleans, where you throw beads and the women show their...
Was that yesterday they had Mardi Gras?
Yeah, you missed it.
Oh, I'm glad I did.
So...
Is that why I kept seeing pictures of you on Facebook?
People kept asking.
Oh.
Show us.
Or was that a fake account?
It could have been.
Regardless of whether it was or not, you should blame it on a fake account.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let's see here. 45 years ago in 1980, the film Coal Miner's Daughter debuted in Nashville. It became the #1 box office hit in the United States. The film starred Sissy Spacek as Miss Loretta and Tommy Lee Jones as Mooney. The film received 7 Academy Award nominations, and Sissy got Best Actress Oscar.
That was a great movie.
Old
Dude. Well,
Dude.
Old Dude, we were riding around, and he asked for them bologna sandwiches, and I don't like to make them because, Old Dude, he just gets, yeah.
It happens every time. And then 19 years ago, in 2006, Reese Witherspoon won Best Actress Oscar for playing June Carter Cash in I Walk the Line. Who's the guy that's got the little...
Shia LaBeouf. No.
He played in Gladiator.
Yeah, Gladiator.
He was the bad guy.
I can see his face.
It's not Shia
Anyway,
LaBeouf.
he was Johnny Cash.
Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
I knew it started with a J, but I can't think of the name.
I was going to say, it'll pop up here in a minute. Somebody will say
I
that.
took the other day are actually working on again.
Let's see. Judy Parsons back on the Facebooks, and so is Nelson Fox over there in Beulah Land. What's the road across the before you get to Old Mountain Road and you turn down Hickory Highway, and then you're over there.
Wallace Springs.
No, you're going south.
Celeste Eufaula.
Eufaula. There you are. There, good man there. Richard says Joaquin Phoenix. So, all right, we got that. Are you ready for this thing? Let me find it over here because we moved everything. Here we go, playing the birthdays.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right, you got a birthday or anniversary going on today, or maybe we missed one or two the past few days. Holler at us, 704-873-9929. 873-9929, or you can hit us up on the Facebooks, or you can hit us up on the YouTubes. Either way, we'll get you on
YouTubes?
Yeah,
On the YouTubes.
as well.
Hot dog.
Yes, sir, buddy. You're reaching. Let's see. We're mass communicating. You're talking into that can, and he'll pay you $10. Go toward collection. All right, let's see here. We've got already Gene Deal Stewart celebrating 67 of them today. Good morning, Gene. A big happy birthday. Lorelei, and I guess I'm pronouncing that right there.
Lorelei.
Coleman, the Big 12.
That's Richard's daughter.
Yes, it is.
Y'all pray for her.
And
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
understand.
Just who she
Just
is,
in
her
general, yeah,
daddy
just in
is.
general.
But then next year we'll pray for him and everybody because she'll be a teenager.
That's right.
And the tables will turn. So got those two here so far. All right, Mary McLaughlin Neely celebrating 61 today. Good morning, Mary. Let's see, Margaret Wilson celebrating. Ooh, Margaret, 90 today. Happy birthday, Margaret. Lowry Overcash celebrating that birthday. Good morning, Lowry. Jamie Reniger, 54 today. Good morning, Jamie. Victoria Miglin celebrating that birthday. Good morning, Victoria.
You know,
do you
Vicky.
have a secret?
You know Vicky, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yes, runs Pregnancy Resource Center.
Yeah,
but
that one. Thank you.
But it's different.
It's called something else now.
Yeah, sorry,
Indeed.
Vicky.
Anyway, she's got it. Matt Myers celebrating 49 today. Good morning, Matt.
Matt Myers. Matt Myers with North Lake Sanitation.
Could be very much.
Dog.
John Coburn celebrating 63. Hey, John. Cheryl Marlowe celebrating that birthday. Good morning, Cheryl. Zoe McMillan celebrating her birthday. Hey, Zoe. Happy birthday to you. Carol Hicks, 68 of them today. Good morning, Carol. Sherry McCoy Troutman, 64 today. Hey, Sherry. Samantha Laws celebrating her birthday. Good morning, Samantha. Frederick Little, 65. Come on, sign up for that Social Security today. Anita Buck, what a great name, 68 today. Good morning, Anita. Chad Anderson celebrating 47 today. Hey, Chad. And TJ Johnson celebrating 44 today. Hey, TJ. All right. Who's on that birthday list for you?
Well, you got a couple of there. Oh, Miss Connie Pope's birthday is today. That's Dan's lovely bride. Aaron Moose's birthday is today. Jolene Smith and Candy Combs.
Jolene. Okay, fine.
Candy Combs' birthday is today.
Candy.
Dalton Wishon's birthday is today. Caleb Chikelli, and we said Lorelei Coleman. Let's see, I'm going to miss a couple of these. Old Sonny Messick's birthday will be tomorrow. I'll miss those. And Lori Bigelow. You know, the First Lady's birthday is going to be on Sunday.
This coming?
That's right.
Oh,
brother.
we.
Yep. So
Are
we
we
got to
going to wish her a happy number?
I can't remember all of this.
Good
my
comeback.
My old college buddy, quarterback at Gardner Webb, Robbie McDonald's birthday is today. The coach extraordinaire, Sweaty we like to call him, Adam Cox, one of the greatest wrestling coaches in the state of North Carolina, 44 years old today. Jeff Levan's birthday is today. He turned 63. Stacy Blakely Morris, listening to us way up here in Spruce Pines, birthday is today. Ashley Mason's 41 today. Kevin Flegel, listening to us out of Raleigh. His birthday is today. Kayla Jenkins celebrating that birthday. My old buddy Andy Painter, 55 years old today in Greenville, South Carolina. Scott DeVinny's turning 57. You might find him over there at Genesis Fitness.
How about that?
Working out. And then Wesley Owens is 42 years old today.
Quite a number there.
Yeah. You got anybody?
Well, Coleman comes back to say, it's okay we pray for Miss George Burgess for the Rev subjecting that poor girl to all those embarrassing car line videos.
That's true.
Yes, bless her.
She loves them. You got anybody on? Ron, you got like 12 cousins and
I actually only have one today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Adrienne Nobles Hill. Adrienne Nobles Hill is celebrating her birthday. It doesn't say how old she is. Though. She's a.
Want to wish any of them new puppies a happy birthday?
Sure.
Okay, there you are.
Who you got on the celebrity list there, brother?
I got Anakin Skywalker. Wait a minute. No, that was the character. Jake Lloyd is 36. He played Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace.
Yep.
That was the young one.
Yeah. Eva Mendes is 51. She's Miss Ryan Gosling now and is mostly focused on being a mom.
Aww. Michael Irvin, 59, Hall of Fame wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys.
Penn Jillette is 70 years old. That's that 6'6" magician of Penn and Teller. He's the one who talks.
Yes.
Did these guys have a conversion experience or something?
They, I don't know if Penn did or not, but he certainly people were really,
Something was shifting. On
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Marsha Warfield, Roz, the hard as nails bailiff in the original Night Court. She's 71.
Yeah. And if you hide and like to listen to the Staying Alive Boys.
You just can't get that.
No, I can't.
Here.
I don't want to either. Andy Gibb, born on this day in 1958. The Bee Gees' little brother.
That's right. More than a woman.
You know, the first lady, talking about messing up lyrics, the first lady used to think when she was a little girl that song said bald-headed women. Bald-headed women. So to this day, if we're riding down the road and it comes on the playlist, we're like, bald-headed woman to me.
All right, before everybody turns off the radio, let's spin to win and see who comes up with
Focus
one
in
today.
on the spinning. Hey, get the camera on the spin, man. Come on,
Well,
Ron.
you can see it from there.
No. We want
Let's see.
Oh,
Hang
no.
on.
That'll
You
make
just
you
gotta-
busy for sure.
Hang on a minute.
My spinner is wearing out.
Gotta turn.
There we go.
All right. So it stopped on Yeller.
Old Yeller.
Old-
What about a 90-year-old?
That's exactly right. And I lost her here. She was in my. She's in my heart. Margaret Wilson. Oh, Margaret. There you go. Hello, hey again, Margaret. All right, there you are. So happy birthday, Margaret. You get yourself a gift certificate to Andrea's Ice Cream and Sweet Shop on beautiful South Center Street in downtown Statesville. Everything she makes is satisfying and delicious. So congratulations. All we need is your address. Happy birthday and anniversary to all of you from your friends right here at WAME. Hey, folks, don't let the winter chill catch you off guard. Swing on into Fort Dobbs Hardware right now for their winter clothing sale. Stay warm and stylish with their selection of Ariat and Carhartt pants for the whole family. Get ahead on your planting needs while snagging amazing deals on all that winter apparel. Whether you're braving the cold or prepping for sunny days, Fort Dobbs Hardware's got you covered in style. 406 Turnersburg Highway in Statesville.
Live and local from Statesville every day, 550 and 92.9 WAME, Real Country.
Finally, common sense in banking. What's good for the customer is good for the community. And what's good for the community is good for the bank. It's that simple. We don't know why big banks don't get it. Plenty of local people do, though, as Blue Harbor Bank has grown so much with accounts, customers, and deposits, we're nipping right at the heels of those financial giants. Join us today, BlueHarborBank.com.
How do you know which vitamins, herbs, or homeopathics are right for you? Come to Lowry Drug. You will be amazed at our selection of natural products, including vitamins, minerals, protein supplements, herbs, homeopathics, essential oils, and Bach flower remedies. We have quality products and smart selection for your better health. Come see us at Lowry Drug on Harkness Road in Statesville or call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
We'll do it. Because Fred says that whenever he's right at the door. Come see us. Come back when you can. It's like Pete Raymer down at Nicholson Funeral Home used to be. Y'all come back see us. We miss you.
We will. That's right. He's got to turn me on over here.
Yeah, well.
Turn me on.
I turned it down because the rev was echoing.
I don't know. For those of you that watching Facebook, we got all these spots on the wall now.
Are you seeing spots?
Kind of
You
reminds
seeing
me of
spots?
when we were kids and we get measles.
Now, you know.
Oh,
you know,
good.
You know what we got here is a whole bunch of benzene rings.
Is that what it is?
And that one looks a little bit like progesterone right there.
I noticed when Ron went
If
over
we
there,
had a few
when Ron fixed the
methyl
clock,
groups and an oxygen there, we're
with
the double bond, you know.
Be ready to go.
I wondered why.
I didn't think about
I just
that.
see
That's
things
all I'm
in a
going to
weird
see
way.
whenever I look around here now.
It's chemistry, man.
We should have done that.
I wondered why when Ron went to fix the clock and he got up near it, his voice got like a Gibb brother. He just went up. He just got a little extra shot of progesterone.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good morning. Hope you're feeling right. How bad was it raining when you came in?
Not too bad.
Oh, okay. The worst is yet to come.
Man, he made it down out of the edges of Wilkesboro this morning.
I
He's
know
a
it.
rugged pharmacist, buddy. He can get it done. He's a cowboy.
That's because he took a
Methylene blue
a,
and an
a gummy.
ivermectin shot.
He had him a
gummy.
methylene gummy this morning.
That's that look.
That's
you
why
just
my
gave
teeth
me.
are blue.
That's right.
He just gave me that look like, if you weren't big, I'd punch you right now. We've been knowing one another a long time.
I
haven't
might
we,
do it
brother?
anyway.
It's okay. Might be the last time you ever did it, buddy. At least you gave it a good shot.
So the Rev just mentioned measles, and apparently we got some measles going on, and I guess it's because we didn't get our vaccination.
You know, it's a very curious thing, and you just see so many things on the internet, and
oh yes, yes you do.
You know, apparently over 100 children got measles. They say one died.
Mm-hmm.
They are not releasing the details of that though, so we don't know what, you know, if there were other circumstances. I can tell you that Billy, probably you got the measles, I'm sure, when you were a kid. I got them. Well, most of us of this age group got them.
I probably did. I know I had chicken pox.
And he still got something. We ain't figured out what it is. But,
Yeah. But you know that the amazing thing about that particular illness is that you know how you treat it. Vitamin A is very good for that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Really?
Vitamin A, and there's a lot of information about, you know, if you can, you know, if you have vitamin A and give it to your child, then the severity of the illness is much diminished.
Oh, very
and a lot of the measles and the death related stuff was related to, you know, in a lot of other countries, and that nutritional deficiency. You know, so it used to be years ago that kids got a dose of cod liver oil.
Yes,
which
yes.
is, vitamin A and vitamin D and some of the other good fats. So yeah, actually, and many years ago there was a doctor, can't remember his name, but he wrote a book about vitamins and supplements, and recommended really high doses of vitamin A to boost your immune function, you know, if you were getting sick. And I think the dose was about 70 or 80,000 units, which is a big dose. It's a fat soluble vitamin, so you know it is possible to get too much, but that was considered a really big dose. But the dose for children, if they're sick, is 50,000 units to 200,000 units, depending on their age.
Of
vitamin A.
All at one time, or is this over a period of time?
Daily on some.
50,000 per day. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in the literature. It's not something Fred just pulled out of the air. It's
right.
It's there. The other thing is, you know, with fever, you know, a lot of people make the mistake of giving children acetaminophen or Tylenol. And that diminishes the liver's ability to do its job.
Which is
you know, detoxification, and it inhibits something called glutathione. That's really important for the liver function. So, you know, it's and the other thing that comes out is that, so in the measles shot, it's a live attenuated virus, which means it's a live virus, but it's been hurt, basically.
It's been fixed.
Yeah, and you know, the big thing I'm seeing there right now in the news and things about the concept of shedding, and a lot of the stuff will say that no, it doesn't shed. It's you know, which means if you get the shot, your shedding particles from that shot.
Right.
You know, and this is
It makes you contagious.
In theory.
Yeah,
In theory.
in theory.
And you know, when you first looked, it's no, it absolutely doesn't do that. But if you do a literature search for scientific papers about it, you will find that there are papers out there that have documented shedding with that particular live attenuated virus. So, like all things, you can find stuff on one side or the other.
Right.
But it's kind of like it goes back to maybe the people that don't know for sure. I mean, or, you know, wouldn't it be more feasible just to say, well, there are reports of that out there. We don't think it happens, you know, whatever. But we still get this, what is known as gaslighting of
yes.
You know, people that go, no, that doesn't happen. You know, just because you don't know about it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
That's true.
There's a lot of that around me.
There is a bunch of that.
And I'm including myself in that. Mm-hmm. You know, because we just don't know everything. We can't know everything.
Well, you got a point, but everybody looks at you and wants to know that you know everything. we promo the fact that you know everything.
Yeah, well, that's not true. A lady came in the store yesterday, and she said, mentioned some herb, you know, and I said, I don't know about that. And she said, I'm surprised at you that you don't know about, you know.
He said, I've never inhaled. I don't know about that.
It's like, that's not the first time people have been surprised at me.
I imagine so.
Reminds me of the lady that told me one time she was disappointed in me.
Oh, no.
And I told her she wasn't the first.
That's right.
It wouldn't be the last.
There are several wives to attest to that whole fact. Thank you very much.
Hey,
so, go ahead.
Well, I've got a question on Facebook's. Richard Coleman says, what does Mr. Lowry recommend for a stomach bug? Stomach bugs going around. Anything you guys have?
Are we talking about nausea and vomiting?
Probably.
And
could be
the other
indeed.
Yeah. Well, there's there are homeopathics that are really good for that.
I think it's stomach bug HP.
Yeah, well, the nice thing about for like nausea, there's a couple of homeopathics, but they're little pellets that you dissolve in the mouth, you know, so you're not swallowing them and it.
Oh wait, that's a itty bitty little teeny weeny pellets. I took that for something.
Poison ivy, bro. He's got the best poison ivy knockout. That's a sublingual.
Yeah. So
really, look at you knowing those terms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like food poisoning, diarrhea, arsenicum's a great remedy for just nausea, nux vomica, or ipecacuum. Is
Ipecac.
Homeopathic ipecac. Yes.
Well, that will certainly bring it right up.
Remember, it's likes cures likes, and it's a tremendous nausea remedy. A lot of cancer patients use that remedy.
I thought it was made to induce you to expel.
Well, yeah, if you
Given-
take it
given a certain way, I'm sure it
if
will.
you take it in the full potency, but
Oh.
I tell you, the newest product that we started carrying that's just amazing is it's an immune globulin. It covers 26 human pathogens, basically, a lot of them gut related, including RSV, and it's called hyperimmune egg material. So it's
egg.
Yeah, basically it's IG 28 or 26 is, but what it is they give chickens the pathogens, and they become immune to it. Then the eggs that they lay, you can extract the immune globulin from those eggs, and it comes in a powder or a capsule. and it's an amazing product. I mean, when I first started looking into it, I thought, there's all kinds of other stories about it doing other things because it basically enhances immune function. Apparently, not just for the pathogens that that they've created for that. So it's a pretty neat product. Colostrum capsules to boost immune function. We've had that for years. So
got the colostrum powder that I put in the Slurpee. Or slushy, whatever it is.
Yeah, so there's a lot out there, and there's a lot out there homeopathically, particularly for children, and adults too, but for children that have illness, and there are things for fever, runny nose, and these are would be like a non-drug approach, and you want to see something work really well. It works pretty amazingly on children.
Yeah, that's what. It's like I told you. I think Monday, Sandra's. I got to come by and get the Southeast mix before the pollen starts. It may have already started.
Yeah, another homeopathic.
Yeah, I need to send you with some money because we've been missing the fire cider vinegar up here, and with the pollen coming, I think it's a good time to
I'll have to bring some.
Cut the crud.
The sheriff's been missing it too, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Beulah will sponsor this next bottle because I was.
Do you do private label? Just paste it over the fire cider label.
Yeah.
Beulah Fire. Look, they even got the logo. It's got a big flame.
We
on
already
it.
have that bottle. That's communion.
Oh,
that's what we could call it, communion. Washes it all away, clears it all out.
There would be some that would not appreciate that.
No, but the benefits they just couldn't deny.
Sandra says I'm taking it with olive oil. You're taking what with olive oil?
That's the Southeastern mix.
Oh, the Southeast mix.
Yeah.
Or the fire cider.
She's like.
I don't think we have any fire cider right now.
Don't know why you do that, but I'm sure there's a reason.
She's been watching Harry Potter. She's trying to mix it all together.
She's been with.
Oh
Billy.
no, she said fire cider. Okay, she puts a little.
Well, some people actually use that in their salad dressing as well.
Oh yeah, it could or steak. Put it on pork chops.
Marinate.
Yeah, marinate.
What's the carrier for like an essential oil? Like if I had First Lady on here.
Well, a carrier. So you got the
call
essential
the
oil. A
hotline
carrier
and-
is something that you dilute the essential oil in it, and it could be jojoba or olive oil or.
She's on the Today Show.
almond.
Jojoba. Sorry,
I saw that.
Did you?
well, First Lady. She's into essential oils.
Is she now?
And I don't know why
10W30.
my brain's going nuts right now. I can't remember it, but anytime the boys have a spot or they have anything, she says, go in there and
put something on it.
Put something on
Oh,
it.
it's probably tea tree oil.
Tea tree oil, yeah.
That stuff is it. I have like a little fever blister right there.
Yep.
It's very potent. You
dab
really
that on
should
there.
put it in a carrier oil.
Yes.
Really?
And
Because I'd use it full strength, buddy.
and one day, one morning,
I think a Q-tip and
I see that.
I had no idea that the First Lady had left a Q-tip, I guess prepped for the kids with tea tree oil on it.
You put it in your ear.
Next to my sink. And I normally have 2 or 3 because I'm OCD about my ears,
Yeah,
the cleanliness of
right.
it. So I swabbed around at the outside of my ear with that.
You didn't smell it?
Nope, didn't at all.
You
That's
are
why I need some
kidding.
fire cider vinegar. I need to,
You need something.
and all of a sudden, it was like a firecracker just went off in that ear, like it was just total ring. Couldn't feel it. I was like, I've been hacked.
It was basically saying, "Hey, stupid, you did something dumb."
She's trying to kill me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's got it certainly has an aroma.
Yeah, tea tree oil. Yeah.
You can.
Well, that's what it's supposed to have.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, it
Yeah,
does.
but, essential oils are really interesting.
The only one that you see a lot. There's some in the bathroom. Is the thing of what's the violet, purple stuff?
Lilac.
Lavender. Mm-hmm. And you smell it all over the place.
It's all about terpenes, man.
Use that in paint thinner.
That's
turpentine.
Oh, well, I was close.
Yeah.
All right, well, Fred.
And you covered it all.
Trying to.
You got it.
I'm trying to get you a few more free ones. That's why I interject.
Thank you.
That's
all right.
very
Come see
nice
us.
of you. All right. Lowry Drug Advanced Health and Wellness, 750 Harkness Road in beautiful Statesville. 12 minutes till 8. William Morgan is in Arizona. We'll hear from him coming up. From the freshest flowers to the most fabulous gifts and everything in between, Johnson Greenhouses has it all. Stylish scout bags? Check. Charming birdhouses and top quality premium bird seed? You bet. Delicious gourmet olive oils and flavored vinegars? Absolutely. And for the kiddos, keep them entertained for hours with a new game, Shut the Box. Even more fun than a garden gnome at a disco party. Swing by 204 Salisbury Road in Statesville and experience the magic for yourself. Because stunning flowers, unique gifts, and delightful surprises await you at Johnson Greenhouses.
Hello, everyone. This is Jeff McNeely, owner of G&M Milling Company at 4000 Taylorsville Highway in beautiful downtown Lowry, North Carolina. We are a full-service, family-owned livestock feed mill that has feed for whatever animals you have. We also sell seeds that are specifically bred for forage grown in western North Carolina. Please come see us or call us at 704-873-5758 or check us out on Facebook. Thank you for supporting small local businesses like us, and may God bless y'all.
Hey, are you looking for a reliable commercial waste and recycling service? Well, look no further than First Sanitation Services. We pride ourselves on offering competitive flat rate pricing with no hidden fees. Just straightforward, affordable service you can count on. As a locally owned and operated company, we're committed to serving our community with top The Guitar Show this Saturday and Sunday at the Western North Carolina Ag Center. Buy, sell, or trade new, used, and vintage musical instruments and accessories. Turn unused gear into cash. The Carolina Guitar Show, March 8th, 10 to 5, March 9th, 10 to 4. The WNC Ag Center, exit 40 off I-26 on Fanning Bridge Road at gate number 5. For more information, visit BEE3vintage.com. All right, there you go. 10 minutes until 8 o'clock, 7:50 in the morning. And still out in sunny Arizona is William Morgan. Good morning, sir.
Well, it's not sunny here. It's still pitch black, dark outside.
I guess that's true.
But it is going to be sunny. I think a little bit better weather than you fellows are having there this morning.
Yeah, we've got it's windy and it's not heavy stormy yet, but I just saw Clover, South Carolina had a tornado warning, so nothing like that where we are though.
Well, y'all be safe.
That's right.
And just as you have stormy weather, the market is weathering its storm of its own. It appears that the U.S. and Mexico and Canada may come to some kind of middle ground in terms of the tariffs. So the futures market is up a little bit prior to the opening this morning. So I just wanted to point out a few things. The market is sitting just about where it was right at the first of the year. So we've given back the gains that the markets have had since January the 1st. So the Dow Jones Industrial Average is down, roughly 3% plus or minus for the week. But again, this we're giving back what we had since the first of the year. However, the bond market is up about 3% for the year. So a balanced portfolio, technically, theoretically, could be at a break-even point. That's a real good argument for diversification, so don't stick all your eggs in one basket. remember too that when you're watching the Dow Jones Industrial Average, or the Dow, that's an index that's comprised of only 30 stocks. So theoretically, the Dow could be down over 600 points like it was yesterday. And 8,000 other listed securities theoretically could be positive, but yet the market would show that it was down 600 points. So sectors work differently, different sectors at different times. The financial sector was hit pretty hard yesterday, but the consumer durables, stuff you got to have, toothpaste and toilet paper, that sector held up pretty well yesterday. So again, a well-balanced portfolio. And remember, all the adages that we say, the things that we try to say to make you feel better, things like, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So again, just pay attention. This could be a buying opportunity if you're a long-term investor. Talk with your financial advisor. Just wanted to touch base with you this morning. Again, the president's speech last night really didn't tell us too much, in my opinion, about what is going to happen tariff-wise, tax-wise. Didn't really talk too much about the budget and the budget compromise. But again, just keep your eyes on the prize, people. Long-term, talk with your financial advisor.
All right. And you can call William Morgan at
704-878-6677. The web address is mycmg.net. You can find us on Facebook. And I will see you live Friday.
Friday, you'll be back. All right. All right. Every time you hear William Morgan on the radio, you will always be
right on the money.
Ooh.
Thank you, Rev.
Yeah, man. That's good.
Securities offered through Growth Point Investments, LLC. Member, FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Growth Point Advisors, LLC. Growth Point Investments, LLC and Growth Point Advisors, LLC are subsidiaries of Growth Point Financial, LLC. Capital Management Group is not affiliated with Growth Point Financial, LLC or its subsidiaries.
Real Country, 550 and 92.9 WAME. Real Country is 550 AM WAME, 92.9 W225BD, Statesville.
All righty. Good morning. It is right around 8 o'clock, and we've got rain falling around here at beautiful Signal Hill on the eastern side of Statesville, North Carolina, USA. Not very much wind right this minute, but they're expecting that to pop up here as the front moves through. So apparently we still are not in the heavy-duty rain yet, but it is still on the way. We're just looking at Firewire here. We've got an accident, cornflower at Bethesda. So no injuries reported, but they're looking at that one. Let's see, traffic accident on Salisbury Road. Let's see here. We got a traffic accident on 40 at the 141. That's West Iredell. Let's see here. So getting some of those accidents like we do when we get some bad weather. But as far as the school systems go, everything is still on a regular schedule for Iredell, Statesville, Mooresville, ARS, and all those. We'll check it out coming up here in just a minute. But first of all, take a look at the news brought to you by Caudle Coin and Currency. Well, the National Weather Service is calling for storms and windy this morning, and that it is. Looking for the wind maybe to kick up 45 miles per hour, maybe even more than that in some places. So if you have loose things around like trash cans and other assorted things out in the yard, they're going to be blown away or blown into the traffic. So be sure you secure all those this morning. And then by later on this afternoon, the sun will be back again. Still going to be kind of windy for us, though. Sherry Bell Wilson updates that weather forecast coming up in just a minute. The Cool Springs Volunteer Fire Department was dispatched for a structure fire on Shady Stream Drive about 3:30 Monday afternoon, along with Statesville, Shepherds, Ebenezer, and fire departments and Iredell County EMS and Rescue Squad. Initial reports that were 2 dogs inside the burning structure. Arriving units encountered very heavy fire from the rear of the house. Firefighters made an aggressive interior attack and knocked down the flames, while additional companies searched the structure for possible occupants. Crews did find 2 unresponsive dogs, removed them from the structure, and began giving them air from their own masks, while EMS personnel that's equipped with specialized PET oxygen masks took over trying to revive the puppies. After a period of time, both dogs started breathing on their own and were taken by a private vehicle to a local veterinarian. One was in very serious condition. The fire was declared under control about 3:48 p.m. No other injuries were reported. Cool Springs Chief Andy Webster said was in command of the operation, and the cause of the fire is still under investigation. The Statesville Police Department is reminding drivers to avoid blocking the intersection at the diverging Diamond interchange on Turnersburg Highway, Sullivan Road. Entering an intersection without enough space to clear it violates North Carolina law and results in a ticket. The law says that drivers must not enter an intersection, crosswalk, or railroad crossing unless there is sufficient space on the other side to avoid obstructing traffic, even if the light is green. Blocking an intersection disrupts traffic flow and creates safety hazards for other vehicles and pedestrians. Statesville police officers will be monitoring that area and enforcing the law. Plan ahead, be patient, don't block the box. We'll take a look at that weather and sports coming up in just a second. Hey, I'm here with Doug Caudle of Caudle Coin, and we're talking about jewelry.
That's right, Billy Buck. We continue to have a full selection of gold and silver coins, and now we're expanding into jewelry. We purchased an XRF machine, which analyzes gold, silver, and all types of precious metals.
Really? So let's see. You know, I have a few gold chains and a mood ring for my disco days. Is that something you can help me with?
Absolutely. Bring them by the store and we'll analyze them for gold content and make you a fair offer and pay you right on the spot.
Wow. Okay, well, what about silver and platinum jewelry?
Oh, yes. We're able to analyze most precious metals, including gold, silver, platinum, and even palladium.
So let me ask you this. Can I trade jewelry for gold and silver coins that you have in the store?
Oh, sure. If you like, we can trade the value of your jewelry for gold and silver coins, which is an excellent way to convert unused jewelry into assets of greater value.
Man. All right, so go see Doug and Luke at Caudle Coin and Currency. They're located in downtown Statesville now at 125 East Front Street. And don't forget to tell them that WAME sent you, and you can choose from the Billy Buck box of prizes.
Alarm South is your hometown security provider, serving Iredell and the surrounding counties since 1963. Alarm South specializes in custom security solutions for your home or business. No job is too small or big for Alarm South. Their services include burglar, fire, access control, camera systems, video verification, and more. Whatever your security need is, Alarm South can tailor a solution to fit your needs. Call our team of industry professionals for your free estimate today. 704-872-9857.
When it comes time to repair or replace your electrical, heating, air conditioning, or other HVAC equipment, there's no better company to call than KM Electrical, Heating, and AC in Statesville. As an authorized Trane dealer, their professional staff members are all highly trained in the latest products and services and are committed to prompt project completion and high-quality work. KM Electrical, Heating, and AC is positive that they can have it up and running in no time. Call 704-876-6279 or go online to callkm.com. Carolina Hearing and Tinnitus offers complete hearing services, including hearing testing, hearing aid fittings and repair, hearing protection, tinnitus management, cochlear implant and balance evaluations. We now are offering the Lanier device for tinnitus management. Carolina Hearing and Tinnitus has 4 locations to serve you: 703 Bryant Street in Statesville and 114 Moore Lake Drive in Mooresville. For information or to make an appointment, call 704-872-1670 or go to carolinahearingandtinnitus.com.
ProgressiveInsurance.com presents the Sports Flash on Real Country 550 and 92.9 WAME. On the ice, the Hurricanes beat the Red Wings 2-1. Jordan Martinook had a goal and an assist. Jordan Stahl also scored for the Canes. It was their 3rd win in their last 4. Frederick Anderson made 24 stops. Carolina has a 4-point lead ahead of New Jersey for 2nd in the Metropolitan Division. They're 10 points behind the division-leading Capitals. Up next, the Canes open a 4-game homestand on Thursday night when they host the Boston Bruins. The ACC women's basketball tournament starts today. Syracuse faces Boston College, Pitt against Virginia, Clemson battles Stanford. Regular season action continues in the Colonial. Tomorrow, Campbell's home against Charleston. Drexel visits Delaware. NC A&T at home against William & Mary. The Aggies lead the conference at 13-3. Drexel and Charleston both 12-4. Campbell's 11-5. Bundle auto and home, renters, or condo and save with Progressive. That's the Sports Flash. I'm Chuck Sanders, Real Country 550 and 92.9 WAME.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
What was that? That is business phone bliss with the Ooma Cloud Phone System. It handles all our voice, video, and messaging needs.
You sound very
calm. I am. Ooma has everything I need to handle the busy holiday season, like virtual receptionist, call routing, and video conferencing. And it starts at just $19.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees.
Ooma.
Nice. Find your business comm at ooma.com/radio.
Gonna be in the mid to upper 50s as we're heading out this Wednesday morning. Gonna be a windy day today. Showers likely this morning, along with some thunderstorms. We could have some wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. It's gonna be mostly sunny though this afternoon. Our highs, it's gonna be in the upper 60s. Gonna be partly sunny, windy, and cooler on Thursday. Highs are gonna be in the low 50s. Friday, it's gonna be mostly cloudy and a little breezy in the afternoon. Highs can be around 60. Hang on tight to Toto, your hats, and your hair. It's going to be a windy one out there today. That's today's weather from your sunny south weather girl, Sherry Bell Wilson with WAME.
The Carolina Swap Shop. Buy, sell, Trade, weekdays 10 a.m. Call 888-331-0269.
Well, my mama met my daddy down in Alabama. They tried the knot, so here I am. Born on the bayou on the Texas line. Loved in Louisiana, raised on jambalaya.
Can you some Metamucil over there?
Yes, I
I'm thinking. All right, it's 19 minutes after 8 o'clock and storming mostly to the southeast of us. They had a thunderstorm warning down there around Mount Morn and across that area up through Davie County, it looked like. So maybe the heavy stuff already flew past. So we'll see if any more pops up. But still expecting some wind as this thing comes on through.
First Lady said out there in Coolum, said car riders was a disaster. Staff is so wet.
Oh.
Bless their hearts. Love those teachers that stand out there loving their babies and
absolutely.
And trying to make sure they get out of the car safely, all at the expense of being wet all day long and then having to teach.
The kids should love it because, like, kids, read chapter 1. I'll be back. And then they go to try to dry off. So if you're at like a high school, there may be a dryer or something like that. You can go and, throw them in the dryer real quick, see if you can get them dried off. But no, it is true that. And thanks to bus drivers and all those folks out there that are in there going through maybe some heavy downpours, and that wind, I imagine, tugs a little bit on the bus. So just be careful. Everybody else, watch out. We've already had quite a few incidents, wrecks on the highways. So an extra special care as you're going through the day today. All right. So let's see here. What time is it? It's 21 minutes after 8 o'clock. And you know what that means. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Man, I'm about passed out holding my breath.
I was getting ready. You're turning red. Yes, it's time for the world's most popular radio game show, and it, of course, is the Impossible Question. The opportunity for you to win fabulous prizes. So let's see. Let's go back to yesterday's question and answer. Experts say that just over half of the dogs recognize this word. Just over half of dogs recognize this word. What word do they recognize? Cookies. The word cookies.
So when somebody calls me a dog, like they're really complimenting me.
That's right. Donna got the big win yesterday. Sissy did too, but Donna got it, so Donna was first. So anyway. All right, so we've got today's impossible question. Listen carefully. All right, here we go. 49% of people who are currently looking for a job are worried about being able to do this at their next job. Worried about being able to do what? All right, 49, let's just say half of the people who are currently looking for a job are worried about being able to do this at their next job. What is it they're worried about being able to do? All right, let's see what you come up with. 704-873-9929. That's 873-9929. Or hit us up on the Facebooks and see, or YouTube, and see if you can answer this morning's impossible questions. All right, they're worried about it. They're looking for a job. They're kind of worried about if they'll be able to what? Good morning. How you doing?
Oh, I'm about fair to partly cloudy.
All right. Well, I understand.
How about worrying they got enough pairs of low back overalls for
Fort Dobbs Hardware
to make it a whole week?
That is a wonderful answer, but that's not it.
Well, it'll have to have something to do with low back overalls.
I'm sure it does.
I mean, that's
right.
the only thing that civilized man that separates us from the apes.
Is that right?
That's right. It's low back overalls from Fort Dobbs Hardware.
It'll do it every time. Thank you.
Okay,
bye.
I'm convinced when Bone has the bottom buttons flopping and the top gas is done, he has a Fort Dobbs tattoo on his chest.
He probably does. Good morning. How you doing?
great. How about doing the paperwork online?
Doing the paperwork online. That is a pain, but no, that's not it. All right. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Yeah.
And say pass a drug test.
That is, gosh, that is such a good answer, but it is not the one we're looking for this morning.
All right, thanks. Bless her heart.
Oh, you mean I can't do this and work here?
Good morning. How you doing?
I missed the question, Billy Buck.
Oh, well, I can find it back here. 49% of people who are currently looking for a job are worried about being able to do this at their next job. What is it?
Makeup in the closet.
What?
All I heard was something about in the closet.
No. All right, thanks. Let's see here.
We got some good ones on.
Wait a
on
minute.
Facebook.
Lane says roll over their 401k and have enough money to get a great haircut at Forest Heights Barbershop. And Duck says, I agree. But no. What else we got?
Joe Nix texts in and says, pass a background test.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a good one.
Let's see here. Andy says 49 or 50 half the people wonder if they can text on their phone on their new job.
Let's see.
Possible.
Can I just tell you, when I go to a restaurant and I'm trying to order and the person's on their phone, I just leave. Like,
You just turn around and go back? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is terrible.
Bobby Fulbright says work from home.
No.
Richard Coleman says get the job without getting the stab, the jab, the COVID vaccine.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
No.
He also says wear their skinny jeans to work.
I don't think Coleman could ever wear a skinny jeans.
Don't be jealous. Yeah.
Oh.
He's got like he's got like a SpongeBob SquarePants outfit. It's like square.
Do everything they said they could do on their resume. That's pretty good.
Oh, David,
and Andy, of course, says smoke break. No. Good morning. Whoops.
That would make you fail the drug test, Andy.
Good morning. How you doing? Hello. Well, we lost you. Okay, sorry about that. All right, but let's see here. Country Bargain Auto Repair. I believe that's our friends down there on Shelton Avenue, is it not? It says making new friends. And making new friends is exactly what it is. There you are. Very good. That's right. Making new friends. They worried about making new friends. No, you don't have to worry about that unless you're a butthead.
It really does make a difference if you enjoy the people that you work with.
Mm-hmm.
It's a struggle on Wednesdays. But the rest of the day gets pretty good after about 10 a.m. So
I appreciate knowing that.
I wonder how many, life is just, those of us who live in the 1900s, like,
Yes.
you fist fought your best friends.
You make it sound so old.
Well, but it's the truth. Like, there's just so many good parts about it, but we just found a way to make friends. But like people who went through COVID and got used to like living
It's secluded.
Yeah.
Like
this, I could see where this is a real issue for them, and even like doing interviews. Brixton just had his first online interview.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, and it's hard. You could sell yourself in person.
Right.
But it, like, what do you...
Online is completely different.
It's totally different. And so it's just, I could see where that is.
Can you imagine Duck going through an interview? Yeah, that's another one too. He'll be here in a while.
Like there's, can I just write a skit on that one for us? Can I write a skit for us that Duck is now a preschool manager? Like, please, like.
No, we got to, because he had a whole new editorial written about him this past week.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
Wow,
it was
that's
good.
awesome.
Good. Something about a circus and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, we hope you're making friends today, and big shout out to those boys down there on the Shelton Avenue.
That's right.
Give us a call from the Country Bargain Auto Repair, and we'll get you set up.
That's right. All right, 29 after 8.
Broadway's must-see musical takes you into the heart of the remarkable true story of 7,000 stranded passengers and a small town in Newfoundland that welcomed them. Come From Away. Hailed as the best of the year across North America, Come From Away is a powerful celebration of humanity. Go see this gem of a musical, Come From Away.
Playing at Comma Performing Arts Center March 10th. Tickets available at commaonline.org. Jason Alexander at A&A Sales and Service. What's going on right now, Jason?
Well, Billy, we've got special programs going on all of our hay equipment by Heston. Massey Ferguson still has 0% financing on everything they offer. And Gravely, we have 0% going on those units as well. And if you're upgrading your stuff for next year, it's a really good time to buy a mower, because not many people are buying mowers, so we're aggressively looking for mower deals.
A&A Sales and Service at 618 Turnersburg Highway in Statesville, 704-876-6700.
Come experience Marion Furniture Company in downtown Marion. They are McDowell County's exclusive Kincaid and Flex Steel gallery. But that's not all. Their custom design service features thousands of fabrics and finishing choices. So if you're looking to update or refurnish your home, Marion Furniture Company is a great place to start. Give them a call at 559-2700 or visit them in person at 21 West Court Street in downtown Marion. Marion Furniture Company.
Are you tired of that never-ending to-do list? One Call Away Handyman is here to help. They offer a wide range of services, from painting and pressure washing to complete kitchen and bathroom remodels. Need new flooring or have a plumbing problem? No job is too big or too small for Joshua and the One Call Away team. Call Joshua today at 980-427-5724 for a free consultation and let them take care of your home repairs and improvements. That's 980-427-5724 to make your home improvement dreams a reality.
550 and 92.9 WAME Real Country.
It's all getting on your goodbye shoes.
Okay, well, that probably doesn't fit real country, but hey, it fits Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
All right, it's 25 minutes till 9 o'clock here on a Wednesday, and apparently, looking at all the radars from the radar we have up here on Signal Hill, which is in the computer, which is hooked to the one in Charlotte, is the heavy stuff that seems to have passed us. So here, it wasn't quite as bad here in beautiful Statesville, but however, in Mooresville, reports of power outages. One said 1,000 people without power. Another one said big transformer blew where they were, and that happens sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Andy Morrison, he had to start his coffee maker this morning with a generator.
Oh, man.
Well, I think it's still because he's got his Christmas lights up, and just the wind and that just overpowered it all.
Well, you know, some people leave there. Well, some people leave theirs up there until Pentecost.
Pentecost.
Yeah.
After the resurrection.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can't say much. My lights are actually still on the roof. I don't turn them on, but they're still up there for right now.
Well, I mean,
I hadn't had time to get up there.
If you do that masterpiece of work of like getting up there, stapling them up.
Oh yeah, man.
Whole 9 yards. The only problem is you just hope like the summer sun doesn't bake
them.
To where then it's
Yeah.
like, then it's like Ron's third grade girlfriend that was missing like 8 teeth. You know, it's like there's a tooth that's missing. There's a tooth, right?
Bad.
Hey, around this table,
yes,
we are varying age. Ron, how old are you?
39.
39.
You are not.
I am.
So I was
You're
going
over 40.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
not
you
till
are.
June.
Oh, okay.
So I was going in the 6th grade when you were born. And Billy, I'm
No.
49. How old are you, Billy?
No.
Come on, Billy.
67.
67.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
You
I
weren't
knew it was
even
close.
born.
No, it could be Daddy. Papa Billy.
Can you imagine him being my son?
Well, you'd be so proud.
I
Hallelujah.
would be so proud.
Well, here's the funny I've seen over the years, and
Yes.
maybe some of our listeners can pick up on it as well, is are you starting to develop and yield to some of those what we would call old person habits?
Yes.
You're starting to adopt those and actually see them as a really good idea. Well, we did a little research this morning and found 16 of them that maybe you might identify with. Number 16, collecting cats. Them old barn cats, those feral cats, or everybody's drifting cats.
Mine's dogs.
I know.
I didn't get that old one. The old people I know shot cats. So sorry for everybody out there that just now hates the Rev. Number 15, complaining.
Folks over at Animal Services just went, oh!
He said people he knew.
Yeah,
he didn't
I
say
knew.
he did it.
Yeah, no.
He doesn't say he did it.
No.
All right.
Number 15, complaining about young people. Go ahead, Billy. You know.
Them right there's over there. They look at there. You can see her bust.
Oh, gosh. Okay, thank you very much. Number 14.
Big old hiney on them.
Oh,
Look
here
at
we
that.
go. Somebody tell Papa to be quiet. Number 14, wearing those straps on your glasses so you can wear them around your neck when you're not using them.
That's right.
Or the ones that split apart.
Yes.
And come back together.
John Childress.
Yeah. Lamar Dellinger over
That's right.
at Tar Heel Customs.
Ryan Scott over at Randy Marion.
We love you guys. We really do. We really do mean that.
Got that little magnet.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Number 13, having a box of tissues in every room. Never know when you're gonna need a little help.
I need 'em.
That's right.
Or carrying a handkerchief.
Always.
Oh man.
Now, did you have a grandmother, and she would wear like long sleeve
and
to
tuck a tissue up underneath
the
there.
sleeve? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Number 12, lowering the volume while you're parallel parking. Hallelujah.
Guilty.
It's like y'all turn that radio down so I can think where I need to go. I can't think it's just too loud.
It's not the parking for me. It's the finding the road that I'm going to turn on.
Yeah. Turn that radio down so
That's
I can
right.
think.
I do it.
Number 11, having a plastic bag full of plastic bags. You never know when you'll need one, and somehow it just feels responsible.
Doesn't it, though?
Bro, let me just tell you, if you come to the Rev First Lady's home that the Lord's blessed us with, and you go to the top cabinet to the adjacent to the refrigerator, just get ready. There are about 4,000 plastic bags that have been in there, probably since we moved in the house. We've never used a one of them.
That's right. But you got them.
Well, we got them. Hallelujah. Number 10, having paper printouts of stuff like vacation itineraries. Sure, everything can go on your phone, but you're always digging through apps trying to find it.
That's the worst. It's just as bad as digging through paper. I got an app somewhere here, and you're going through that. Did that the other day. I can't
That's
remember
like
what it was.
you have a calendar on your phone, and you still you're the worst about it. You still have to write it on the calendar.
Write it on my big
office.
paper calendar.
How about this one, number 9? Buying pill organizers on Amazon. They're convenient even for vitamins.
That's it.
And if you feel like that's beneath you as a man, just simply go to Lowe's or Home Depot or Fort Dobbs Hardware and get that container they put nuts and bolts in. You can do the very same thing.
That's right. I didn't
And
think
you
about
get a
that.
little more bang for your buck. You get a little more space. I don't know anybody that's personally done that. Forgive me, Jesus, but yeah, that works.
Keep your screws next to your vitamins.
That's right. That's right. Number 8, picking up sewing, crocheting, or knitting as a form of meditation.
Hello. Hello.
He's saying that to me because I posted a picture last night of a pattern that I'm doing.
He's crocheting a blanket.
A blanket.
Like we're on 4-2 delay. Can you just delete that? You just delete that right quick. Number 7.
I picked that up whenever I broke my foot though a couple years ago because I was bored and it didn't have anything else to do and I could sit and do it.
Okay. It's your life, Ron. All right, here we go. Number 7. Using closed caption on everything you watch.
Yes.
Especially on Netflix or Amazon Prime.
Oh, yes.
Because here's the problem. Jeff Cheek and I just talked about this. They play music behind,
and you can't hear what they're saying.
Behind the lyric, behind the words, behind the characters, and I'm like, turn the music off. This is not a scary scene. The only time you need music is when it's a scary scene and the person has already ran. They've already fell down. They're scrambling. They're like, me. Then you can play. Because nobody cares, because everybody feels that feeling, right?
That's it.
Number 6, wanting to stay home. Others can come to me. What you gonna do tonight? I just want to stay home. I've been busy all week. I'm just tired of people. My social battery is just completely drained. I want to stay home. Number 5, switching to comfortable clothes indoors like slippers and sweatpants.
Oh yeah.
As soon as you get home.
Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Can I get an amen?
And once you do it, you're not going back out.
And underwear is optional. Okay, I'm just saying. Here we go. Number 4, using lap blankets or heated blankets.
Now we got what are those things you got on your couch? Afghans. We got them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they're good if you're just kind of sitting around.
Yeah.
There.
I'm at
in your shorts or something.
Yeah, I'm at that age now. So soccer and baseball will take you through those are the sports that'll take you through every season outside.
Oh yeah.
And I'm at that point now where I'm watching Briven or any of my kids play their sports during the season. Like I just get this shiver. My wife looks at me like, and all my buddies around me are like, are you on meth? Like, what is wrong?
You're tweaking.
Spirit. Bam.
Like, no, my blood's getting thinner. My skin's getting thinner.
Speaking in tongues.
You'd think with this much insulation, I would never shiver. Like I would never shiver. Number 3, ignoring the clock. Eat when you're hungry. Sleep when you're tired.
Well, yeah. If I'm at the house or if I get off early and I'm sitting at the house,
You'll fall asleep.
No, I will fall asleep, but then I'll wake up a little bit.
Didn't have to be in the house for that.
I'll go to the pantry and I'm like, okay, what's in there? And I can sneak them. Then you go back and sit down and go back to sleep again.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 2, eating early dinners. You get better sleep if your food's finally properly digested.
There you
Or
go.
we're going, well, if we, it's 4:45. If we don't get to the K&W by 5:30, it's gonna be crowded.
It'll be packed.
Early man supper.
And number one, this is the all-time you are becoming an older adult.
Absolutely.
When doing weekend errands before noon to beat the crowds.
Amen.
When you used to lay in the bed till 9 on the weekends, but you are at your favorite supply store,
so you can get it and get out.
Whether it's what's our landscape? They renamed it.
Bell Landscape.
Bell Landscape Supply.
Bell,
but now it's Drum Landscape.
Yeah, Drum Landscape Supply. Fort Dobbs Hardware's, Lowe's, Home Depot. Even McDonald's, you're there to get your coffee at 5:45. So why? I want to be there 10 minutes before they open so I can get in there and get out.
That's right.
I don't want to see all those people.
I do that.
Yeah. Oh,
Sissy says, what does it mean if I do all the things on that list, Red?
You are a mature woman.
Oh, that was good, mature. That's a good way to
Smooth.
go.
Listen at it.
Richard says, I'm surprised the Rev doesn't have a personal pod for athletic events.
Well, I will tell you this. I want to comment on these two before we play a song. So I bought my wife a one of those personal pods. That's the clear plastic like thing that you can sit in. So Briven had to play soccer about 4 weekends ago in Denver.
Yeah.
It was 37 degrees and torrential downpour rain. And not having been to this field, I didn't know where parking was.
Right.
And so I said, where's this pod at? So I went and dug through the garage, found it, put it in there. I happened to call my good buddy Jason Mayhew at the same time while riding, and I'm saying, look, I know you got some paramedic friends that are in Denver, so here's what I need you to do. If you hear a call that an oversized man is stuck in an enlarged Ziploc bag and he is complaining of suffocating, the zipper has broken, I have fallen over, I cannot get out of this thing, and I'm fearing for my life. Please tell somebody to get a pocket knife and cut my behind out. Then of which Miss Amy Morgan Goodman says, in my response to my shiver at the game, she says, that explains a lot at the games. Thank you, Amy.
I wondered what that was about.
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
All I can see is you falling over in that Ziploc.
Well, and here's the thing, praise God. God was looking out for me because I got an upfront, at soccer, you don't have to worry about foul balls, right?
Right.
So I got an upfront parking, spot, so I didn't have to get out. But I was really struggling with anxiety, thinking, what happens if I get in this thing?
And you can't get out.
And I cannot get out. Because when you have friends like mine, they won't get you out.
Not before that video.
Oh, no, it'll be a video, lots of comments. Even yesterday when I found out somebody has copied my profile and is asking people for money, Jason Cole, my boy Jason Cole texts me and says, I think the new guy looks better. This is my picture.
Right, wait a minute. The Rev would look like he was playing bubble soccer in one of those things. Bless. All right, 12 minutes till.
It would be like. You remember we used to get the action figures and they were behind the plastic.
Oh yeah.
That would be like retired bouncer.
12 till 9.
They're more likely to pick up some acorns and sling them than they are this.
And we got paramedic Ron in here to mediate our interactions this morning. I mean, what is going on?
Yeah. So Ron's
here it
working
is.
on the camera angle.
I had never seen anything like this, and he was like the personal pod or whatever it's called, and so he said, "I got it in the truck."
I need to do one of them at town hall.
Yes, you do. Well, there was a rumor that you were going to put up chicken wire in front of it.
That's exactly.
Like I'm in this place right now to where I'm just before about to sweat, but I also am feeling lightheaded of the carbon monoxide that's coming out of my as I breathe out.
Just don't make sure that carbon monoxide comes in the other way. Then
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I don't need.
Then you're going to stay. It's a new form of punishment.
Yeah.
That's when they start smiling a little bit different when that happens.
You know, I could imagine right here though, if I was a dope smoker.
Oh yeah.
I'd figure out
would
some
be the
way.
place.
I'd figure out some way to use this, but thankfully I'm not.
That's called hotboxing.
Is that what it's?
Listen,
Look, see, paramedic Ron's been hanging around those kind of people.
Yeah. Oh no, he's been out in Arizona where Lord William is. And, they're out there with the peyote. And so yeah, I bought this for Angie because you could see through it, you know, and so she could on windy days or whatnot. But my high anxiety right now is not so much being in it. I actually am surprised I fit in it. Is how in the world we're going to get it folded up and back in the bag that it came from. So we're going to get completely off the air just in case the Rev has a pre-Jesus day and a few words. I may just ask Duck to stay around and say, Duck, say this right here for me because this is how I'm feeling.
Here's the translation. Just say it in Arab or Hebrew.
Yeah,
he would never know what it is.
Hebrew. Well, the Lord still knows it. So.
That's true.
That's right.
So is that zipper on the inside or outside?
So it's both and.
Oh, okay.
Here's the best part.
I was gonna say
is when Duck walked in, he didn't realize I was.
He didn't know you were there. That's right.
I didn't.
I wish I would have just eased my way out and got hold of Duck just so we could.
Had a pre-Jesus moment.
He had a come to Jesus moment at that moment. We would have seen then the reaction. Like this is one of those moments where it would have been a bad day that I got shot in the foot and couldn't go to Western North Carolina the rest of the week because I went to scare Duck and he shot me.
Well, he is a packing. I got to tell you that right now.
Yeah. Of course, it would have been bad the other way if I'd have scared him and he'd had a heart attack. And
That's right.
well, thank God paramedic Ron was here because I am not doing mouth to mouth to Duck. Like you going to see Jesus, brother?
Wait a minute. You're trying to say Ron will give me mouth to mouth? What the heck?
We get Billy. We get Billy. Look here. Let me just say it like this: if I die in this thing right here today, while we're on the radio, ain't a one of y'all. Let me go see Jesus, because I do not want to wake up with one of y'all slobbering over top of me going, come on, Brother Brian, come on back to us.
Now, Ron can tell us if they have changed, but the last class I had last year said it's not so much that you put lips on them, it's to keep the compressions. And as big as you are, I'd have to use my foot. So I will give you the compression.
You be over there like you're using a floor jack.
Like you're trying to start an old motorcycle.
Wow. How did Rev's chest cave in? Well, Ron thought he had that old Hadaka he had back in the day. He was just kicking away.
Oh, Lord, it's good y'all like one another. I assume you do.
Who said that?
Like one another.
Well, it's between you and Andy Morrison, one of the two.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, it feels so good. Like literally I have sweat beating up on my hands sitting in this stupid thing.
I tell you what, we're going to play a song while you try to get out of that and go
Please.
take a shower.
Yeah,
I'd appreciate if you do that. There we go. Yes, what you're watching on YouTube and Facebook there is two. One's a college graduate. The other is a medical expert.
From Alabama.
From Alabama.
What's that thing called?
trying to fold a map.
Under the weather.
So you need to plug.
Somebody else has Googled it. Apparently, there's a video.
We need to plug you back in. There you go. Good man. See, he knows how to do that stuff. He is trained down at Bob Jones University.
He has to be plugged in on a regular basis.
He does.
And there are a few folks that like to unplug me from time to time.
That's what they're doing to me here lately. Let's unplug that rascal.
Richard Coleman says, watch, it's like trying to put everything back into the IKEA box.
Look, Richard is appreciative of storm days like this.
Yes.
It's time just to do nothing,
Do his
watch us
paperwork.
for inspiration. But hey,
Is that what it is?
Coleman's son did a grand slammy the other night.
Yes, sir, he did.
Is that right?
Yeah, his first one ever.
How about
Troutman
that?
Middle School. So,
Yep.
Yeah, actually drove in 5 runs. I think he had an RBI
Yep.
later in the game or
Dang.
something like that. So,
Hot
That
stuff.
young'un was on it.
yep. We had a big night last night. North and West played. North won 12-0. And so,
Ooh.
yeah.
They got
We-
some pitching up there.
West team's a young team. Good. They battled.
Yeah.
Did all they could, and so it was a good time. So proud of those guys. Colby Henderson, those coach there, but grateful for Randy and the team, and got to watch X make an awesome double play.
You know,
Uh-oh.
North
There's
Iredale
FCC.
has the former West Iredale graduate and coach leading
yeah.
them, so he's good.
Yeah, there
Makes
was
you think
there
about
was
it.
a moment in the beginning where we had bases loaded and we didn't get anybody home that I yelled out, "Randy, remember you coach for North now." So we have a good relationship. So
Randy's a good fella. he is. But hey, it is the time. South Iredale's got a couple stud pitchers, and then they got a couple that's freshmen and sophomore. That's I think they're going to be okay. Not. Who knows what they'll get next couple of years? But this year they got a couple, and then they're going to have at least a foundation of pitchers for the next few years.
Yeah, we lost to them the other night by 1.
Really?
Yeah, it
Just
was
by
real-
one?
Really.
That's when the freshman was pitching.
Oh no! Xavier put one off the fence off of their heat. So Jeff Peck and that crew there. Jeff's not the. I forget who the head coach is, but good kids. We've seen
Robert
them all.
Little.
Huh?
Yeah,
Robert Little.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry, Zach. Yeah.
So they did an awesome job, and so it was a good game. And watching all these boys, man, that's really wild too. Is watching all these kids that have either played, they went to the same elementary school, so you know they were at the Babe Ruth field, or they played at the same middle school, or they played it on travel teams. They went to different schools, but they played on the same travel teams. And now watching them have to play against one another at this level, while there are college scouts in the stands. There were a couple guys there the other night at the South and North game, and from different colleges, and so it was pretty cool.
I'm tickled Iredale County. We've always had a couple basketball players, male, female. We've always had some stud football players. Most of them went to Statesville High School, but we've still had them. But to have baseball come back, because it's not been that many decades ago, this was the hot spot for baseball back in the day.
Yep.
And I'm glad to see that it's coming back around.
Old boys like Chris Davis, Will Combs, Brian Hightower's teams when he was coaching. Buck Gatton and Randy were over at West, and that it was when I first got here as a youth pastor. Like pretty much every sport was pretty intense, but baseball got real intense.
But it's kind of funny talking about how certain things just happen. North Iredale and West Iredale has had this huge feud.
Oh yeah.
When it comes to the girls in basketball and volleyball. There for about a decade, it wasn't a question of which one's going to the state. It's are they going to win it once they get there?
Yeah.
Because they was going. They was definitely going.
But what was the I guess it was basketball. Lake Norman got there was an ineligible player, and Lake Norman had to forfeit the rest of the season, and they were set to go.
Well, that really just happened with Mooresville, but nobody really.
Oh, is that right?
Nobody made an issue of illegal players being there.
Yeah.
But they just
So
several whispered about it.
What does that mean? He's not in that district. Is that what that means? Ineligible?
Way back in our generation,
Yeah.
you couldn't go to any school unless you had school board permission other than the district that you lived.
Oh.
And some of these kids now, I'm told, that they, well, I'm going to go live with my aunt.
Oh.
And that way I'm in the district. And then, but like in the Mooresville's case, there was a couple that lived in Mecklenburg County that was playing on the team.
Ooh, why is that?
So I'm sure somebody approved it somewhere, but that kind of takes the whole fun out. But just like Alexander Central,
yeah, buddy,
they was people relocating so their babies could play softball up there and win a state championship because they went on a run for years. But to me, it's still kind of, I won't say funny. It's odd how different schools have certain sports. And kids go because of the coach and or the history of that sport at that school. But I'm glad we have several competitive schools.
Didn't it also used to be that if you moved within a certain amount of time, you couldn't play on
That's
sports?
correct. That's correct.
What Wilkes County school did you go to?
Moravian Falls.
Moravian Falls had a high school?
And Fairplains. No, I was
going to say.
He was like part-time.
That's right. I would have been going to West Wilkes had I stayed in Wilkes County, but we moved to Troutman's when I was a child. So all these people, I moved there 6 years ago, and you ruined it, dude. You ruined it because when we was here, you wasn't here.
The Hainline said ineligible could also be grades or lack of enrollment hours.
Hainline's exactly right.
There you go.
And there for a while, you had to have, when I was in high school, we had to have a C average.
And I'm going to tell you.
How did you do?
My grades was fine, bro. I had no issues with that. My issue was, you won't wake up today. I had one teacher that was convinced somehow or another I was cheating. So the whole year she stood at my desk. Every test we had, she stood right there. And I still had the highest average in the class.
Man.
Reese Honeycutt has a pipeline of really good players heading to South in 2 years.
Yep, and Independence High School with Tommy Knotts is what Sossaman says. So it's, look, we hope coming out of COVID, I really hope the pendulum is swinging.
I think it is, brother. I do.
Kids are getting involved. They want to play. I hope they get back to that aggressive nature
I think
we had when we were growing up.
Last year in Iredell
You're
County,
saying that, and you're the one sitting in an isolation pod.
I don't play well with others on Wednesdays. I wonder if I should just put it up in my office, and when I'm kind of on edge, just go ahead and put some holy water in there, anoint it with oil, get some praise music going on, some Gregorian chant, and just go put myself in there. So I'm not allowed to talk to you about it. Here's what I really thought about when I sat in it a while ago, is I wonder what it would be like if I just canceled all my appointments today, put it out in front of the church next to the church sign, and just waved at everybody when they went by. Just prayed for everybody.
Like the Pope-mobile.
You've been getting more serious messages than I've been getting. Is what you
There would be some that would be like, I swear that Brother Burgess, he's such a servant of the Lord. There would be others that would be like, can we drug test at the church? Like, well,
I'm waiting for that one in Troutman. They hadn't got that. They've alluded to a lot of things, but drugs is not.
They're not worried about you being on drugs. Bourbon, yes.
Yes, bourbon, a fact. But let me say this about the baseball before we move into other topics. Wayne Harwell. A lot of people in North Iredell remember Wayne as a principal and a grounded man. But he's been a baseball guy for 50 years here in Iredell County. And Wayne is over Babe Ruth for all of North Carolina, I think, again this year, for the whole state.
Wow.
But it's amazing how many kids, to your point, Rev, when COVID hit, it's like everything just stopped. Some rules made it stop. Now we're finding out, okay, these people that got reelected, like Cooper, really he was just feeding a bunch of garbage that was not healthy for us. But back to the point, last year they had more people playing baseball than any time in our history for Iredell County. And to me, I see the positives of kids wanting to get out and play, and parents understanding, hey, they need to commingle and intermingle so that they will have some sense of communications as young adults.
Yes.
But better yet, if you can hit a baseball and run real fast and catch it, you somewhat coordinate.
You do pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
All right. It's 21 minutes after 9 o'clock. All right. It's what you've been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up in just mere moments, we're going to talk real serious to Duck Wyatt about real serious things. On the way.
Hey, Ryan Scott. The Ford store, Randy Marion Ford. What you doing over here?
You know, Billy Buck, it's a new year, and I always come up with a resolution. This year is to sell more new cars, more new trucks, more SUVs right here in Statesville, and we can make that happen for you at Randy Marion Ford Lincoln. But I tell you what, the most exciting news I have right now is we have moved our Ford pre-owned inventory right across the interstate from the new Ford store. Come see them today. Again, Folger Drive right here in Statesville, right across the interstate from our Ford Lincoln lot. See you soon.
Remember when I was
That's the one you said, remember when we went down there to the pond? You jumped in the pond and skinny dipping.
No, my size is called Chunky Dunkin'.
When I was in high school, it was the foreign exchange student and the school superintendent's daughter.
That's where it all started,
We
wasn't it?
still got in trouble.
Okay. Moving on.
That's it. Thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, some things that you probably need to know about. I'm going to sneeze. I got to hold it here. And so, anyway.
Hachoo.
Hachoo. Thank you. All right, here we go.
What's the matter with you, boy? You too stupid?
Yes, it's time for Stupid Criminals in the News. And ladies and gentlemen, I start to say, here's the stupid rip. Well, I wouldn't say that. I'm not going to say that. That would be terrible. Here is Captain Red.
After we felt after putting that thing back together.
Here's how you lead when you go. Here's the riff. Go ahead, stupid. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me just this is Ash Wednesday.
Yes.
And
There's charcoal everywhere.
There may be many things you need to give up. Maybe it's bourbon. Maybe it's
where'd that come from?
Maybe it's the chocolate.
Not the medicine.
Maybe it's the chocolate donuts that are out in the foyer.
Oh yeah, well.
By the way, that's the second bag this week.
Yeah, I noticed the first was already in there. I'm just telling you, I did taste the sample one. They were pretty good.
Yeah.
But I wish they were powdered. I love how powdered stick to
Just
the roof
gets
of your mouth.
everywhere.
Yeah. There may be many things you need to give up, but have you ever thought about giving up a bad attitude? Specifically about your significant other's cooking. Well, here it is. 43-year-old woman in Florida. It's always Florida.
It is.
Named Navita Auguste was arrested for aggravated battery after she stabbed her boyfriend. The guy said they were arguing over his reluctance to eat her cooking. Sound like a normal argument to me. Unfortunately, there's no word what she made. He told the police she was swinging an 8-inch knife at him and gashed his forearm when he tried to defend himself. She admits that they were arguing over her cooking, but says she struck him with a napkin holder.
They're sharp. Them napkin holders are real sharp.
Well, it's kind of like a first aid kit at the same time. It's like, I sliced you, but we're going to cover you up. In any event, the guy's fine, and he received stitches and was released. But homegirl got him on the cutting edge.
Bless. I do wonder what she cooked or didn't cook.
Well, Navita Auguste.
Probably something with hot, spicy sriracha in it.
It was like, honey, I've had diarrhea since Easter's last year. Can't eat it.
Now, I've had rice and beans too much. You need to bring something different.
You never know.
I had the choice between Crowder peas and pinto beans last night. I chose
Pintos?
Absolutely. She said, you don't like Crowder peas much, do you? I was like, not really.
No, really.
Them or kidney beans, either one of them.
Really,
I like kidney beans.
Really, what went through his head was, honey, how long we've been married and you don't know this?
We was at an event last week.
I did not say that.
Look at the woman.
Oh, no, let's just.
Oh, is that her?
That's her.
Yeah, okay, no more profiling. Here we go.
I'm going to get the sheriff in trouble.
Oh.
We had an event this past Friday, and you got this little picture of a cow, or you got a picture of a chicken.
Yeah.
You had to put it on your plate so they would know which one to serve you.
Oh, gotcha.
And the sheriff was busy. He's politicking.
Yes.
And explaining to people how they should stay out of jail. And his wife walks up, Miss Stacy walked up, and he said, hey, you got a cow, you got a chicken. You need to choose which one you want to eat. And I'm like, sure. You know that woman don't eat no cows. And you would think. after 20-some years. Even okay, Sheriff. He said, "Thank you, Duck. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it."
You were a detective at some point, weren't you?
Feel free to call, Sheriff. 704-873-9929.
Well, here's our other one that's kind of near and dear to my heart. Police in the UK, after investigating a theft at St. Andrew's Church, that happened last month.
Was this pre-war days or after?
No. This is, this was just last month. 3 religious paintings were stolen, including one of the 10 commandments that actually said, "Thou shalt not steal." He's going to give it back at Lent.
I bet he was kin to Zelensky.
Yeah. Oh! The works also included the one with the Lord's Prayer, and they were all in big, heavy wooden frames. So it isn't just like someone unknowingly moves them. It's unclear how much the pieces were worth, though they hold sentimental value to the church and its members. Police say the church did not show signs of forced entry, so maybe it was just an inside job.
That's definitely related to Zelensky.
Yeah, and the cops were asking people to keep an eye out on Facebook Marketplace.
They have that in
we were down in my grandma's basement. We found this "Thou shalt not steal." I'd like to offer it for you for $17.50.
Well, that makes
Which
you
is
think.
real nice frame.
That makes you think if it's anything like a good country church, the ladies' circle said, "Them things shouldn't be up there."
You know what it really could be, though? It could be the Illuminati.
Oh, God.
And
what is it that?
And there's maps on the back of it, and that's why they got.
That's where the treasure is.
That's where the treasure.
That's exactly right. Very good.
Okay,
I like that.
Nicolas Cage.
I'm under death threat.
So now I'll hit you with some that get me, depending on what religion you are now. Don't know. But we got a picture hanging in the hallway back in the Sunday school room. And I guess it doesn't say it, but we all assume it was Jesus as a little boy because there's a big glow around his head. And so we had a guest minister come in the other day, and he was like, "That's a graven image. You better get that thing off the wall. That's a graven image." I said, "We're not worshiping it. Get away from me. What are you talking about?"
Oh,
so
you really said
how
that?
how do you feel about that over at the Bueller? I mean, I know you don't have Mother Mary statue in your office that somebody gave you for your birthday.
I mean, if that's a graven image, then you're going to have to get rid of all the Sunday school books that have pictures of Jesus, have pictures of Goliath and David and Saul and all those kind of things. So I think there's occasionally where we're just like we do have an old school picture of Jesus that keeps emerging. And
Somebody puts it up, and it comes back out.
Right, and it's
my grandma gave that to the church 50 years ago.
And they may have it. I don't mean any disrespect, but it kind of disturbs me, just a smidge. Like it's like,
it gets moved, and all of a sudden it's there again.
Yes, it's there again. Let me ask you this: Have you ever walked through a church by yourself and it's just like, and it was dark and it's like, you're a little eerie.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's I love it, and I'm like, man, this is the house of the Lord. But
that's any building though. You feel that?
No, not really.
I feel I feel creeped out if I'm by myself.
Let me tell you, this building, it's been here for 50 years or so. I don't know how long, but if you're in here at night, maybe you're doing some work and you hear people walking. There's a lady that walks up and down the hallway when you're here. Swear to you, it's somebody walking.
I do.
And you go out there and say, "Hey." Nobody there.
I can take personal checks for exorcisms.
Can you? Very good.
Yeah. No, we'll get that one out in the name of Jesus.
So now you go to the Pentecostal church there, don't you?
The Pentecostal first recreated, second.
I always wondered about the ones that are like the Fifth United Methodist Church.
I would like to drive Duck up to Kentucky and get a little strychnine snake handling church there and get him up close in the front.
Wait, go up to.
Have you ever sat up front in a church before?
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah, by choice or just
no.
Funeral?
No. Never by choice. Never.
Here's the funeral he went to. What was it? The S Mart? What was it?
Wymart.
Wymart. The Wymart.
Yeah.
S. I said S.
That's what I said.
Man, speaking of that, I had a dream about the Walmart the other day, and that whole, when I was trying to get up there in Virginia, and the Waze app was taking me over the mountain on this pig path. Well, do you remember the story?
Oh, I wasn't here.
So I leave the main road, and I mean it's just like it says 1 mile, and I'm like, score! I got to get there. Like I got to speak in 2 hours. So when I get there, get set up. So I'm going up in this rental car, and the pavement stops, and it's good gravel, and I'm thinking, well, I'm in Virginia, so it's no big thing, and it's a camp. And then all of a sudden, I get into like ruts. and it's all just narrowing.
That's like half my family's address you just drove up to.
well, then I get to the place, and thankfully I'm on the phone with my dad, and I see behind me a red pickup truck that I almost ran off the road because I went around the dirt road like Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh yeah.
And I see that red pickup truck, and I'm like, I'm on the phone with my dad, and I'm like, Dad, I'm probably just going to ask you to be silent for a second, but I'm going to keep you on. He said, why is that? I said, well, the red pickup truck that I almost hit when we were on the phone a little earlier is now following me up this pig path. And first thing my dad says, you have your gun. I was like, does Jesus love you? So I backed down, turned around, eased up. I mean, I on the rental car, I could hear the trees just scraping against it. Homeboy's got the window down, his arm through out. He goes, Fowler, you must be looking at your GPS. And I was like, yeah, there's a lady, I think a lady sitting next to him that her hair is completely
over her face.
And I can't remember what her name was.
Cousin It.
But she ain't looked up yet. And I'm thinking, I'm thinking Chainsaw Massacre. Like I've already slid my Glock up, and it's next to my thigh. like at this point, he said, yeah, man, I tell you, I said, about ran over you back there, buddy. He goes, oh, I knowed it. I knowed you wasn't from around here. And I found out he's pretty friendly. Then he smiled real big, not a tooth in his mouth. I said, well, what's your name? He said, my name's Dan. I said, well, Dan, I did. I said, my GPS showed me. He goes, oh, yeah, we have a semi-truck. You see them big ruts down there? We have to turn that son whoop all the way around to get him out of this old holler. And so I said, well, he said, where are you going? I said, and I called the camp. He goes, oh, that's the Baptist encampment. I ain't been over there since I was a little kid. Here's what you do. And he told me, go all the way out to the main road again, go around the mountain. And he said, and when you get there, you'll see a Walmart. And I was thinking, score. Because I had left my pillow, I had forgotten my toothbrush and my toothpaste, and I was going to get little travel bars of soap. I was like, yes, they got a Walmart everywhere. Well, man, I go through there. I'm way behind, and I just blow past this little gas station, and then I run into this huge John Deere equipment. I mean, mining equipment. It's amazing. So I turn around, I go back, and when I get up to the gas station, I realize the gas station is called the Walmart. And old Dan didn't have enough teeth to slow down the breath. And so he wouldn't tell me there was a Walmart. There was a Walmart. Turn right at the Walmart. So, man, I'll never forget that story.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, what's happening in Troutman?
It's 20 minutes until 10 o'clock, and I've been asked to comment about a couple of recent events or posts. That's the way it started out on the Facebook post from the Reverend Wyatt. Mm-hmm. So what have you done this time?
I didn't. Except I didn't make some people happy.
It just like follows you everywhere.
Oh, Lord,
That's
we all
me.
getting called now.
Yeah, it is.
As we've talked on radio before, and that's a good thing about America. People can talk and opine, as I said in that article, all they choose. But when we was growing up, there was a whole lot of things that we learned from our fathers and or other family that would remind you're pretty dumb. You ought not open up your mouth so much. And people that's got two ears tend to listen more than they talk. And if you're going to do the opposite, then you're going to prove to people how stupid you are. So just don't do that.
That's right.
But there was an incident with one of our council members, and that's all I'm going to say about that.
Indeed.
And then different people started getting on social media having opinions. And regardless of whether you like him, you don't like him, you know him, you don't know him, people was having opinions. And of course, in our today's society, everybody wants to know. Give me all the details. Tell me what happened. Let's do it. Well, sometimes if you don't tell people, then other ones start making it up for you. and well, so-and-so told me.
Yeah.
Well, I heard this over there. And then we had one person who had disappeared for years after opining in public meetings, went to social media and said, I hadn't taught nobody but, and this is what I think, that Duck Wyatt, he's corrupt, and he's trying to do this, and his wife's involved. She worked sheriff's office. His son, somebody else went on there. Oh, his son's corrupt too. He's in more for police. He learned from the best. And I'm like, I'm okay if y'all want to talk trash about me. I'm not going to argue with you, because as my father said, if you argue with a fool, who is the fool? And people's allowed to have opinions, and it don't mean I'm right, they're wrong. It's just I'm not going to argue with you on social media about where you're wrong or where I think you're wrong. So I did that piece, and some of the things they got me for was, well, he is definitely not an educated man, and he says things that's just vile, and he shouldn't be calling people morons and talking about the circus come to town when he's in charge of the circus, and they have all their different opinions. But it's kind of like some of the people we see in politics and or I'm not trying to drag the Rev in this, but I use the Rev as an example. When you standing up and talking to hundreds of people at one time, and then hundreds or thousands watch the video, it's like they break out this grading scale. Oh, that was not a right English word he just used there. And from my minister, he needs, oh, no, I can't get with God if he's not going to tell me the right English to do it with. And people have all kind of different opinions. Well, he wasn't dressed right. Well, that was a mean expression you had on your face, and that offended me.
Yes.
So, and I just say that to say, I'm not saying these people's wrong for what they're saying, but out of 4 years and 3 or 4 months on this job, if all you can come up with is I called somebody a moron, and I talk about the circus was in town, and we got clowns at certain events, then bless your heart. Bless your heart. That's all you can come up with. But what we really need to talk about are the factors that change this. And right now, what spewed up one of these articles is there's a proposed residential piece. I want to say it's 330. It might be 340. Honestly, I don't know. And contrary to what some of the comments was, I haven't been putting money in my pocket based off of how many houses comes to town. I have one council member's like, if we can collect the money like that, tell us how much we get per. But all jokes aside, that's the first thing some of these people do when they're not getting their way. They want to start talking smack about people involved in the process. It's kind of no different than parenting a child. When you go to the grocery store, you behave, I'll get you something. And then they start, I want this, I want that, I want it. No, I told you no. And we've all seen them, the kids in the floor pitching a fit. Blah, 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 blah. Well, most of us say, if that was man, he wouldn't be doing that. I give him a little attitudinal adjustment. And some parents do. Not as much nowadays as back when we was growing up. Back when we was growing up, you went to the grocery store, somebody's getting a thrashing. Every time you went in there, they were slapping them. What'd I tell you? Put your hands back in the buggy. Don't you reach for nothing.
I may or may not have gotten that a couple of times whenever I was younger.
But the point is, as soon as the child got disciplined, you mean, I'm going to tell mom, I'm going to tell daddy, I'm going to tell somebody, and then they get whacked again. It's like, go ahead. And like my sister told Dad one time, I'm calling social services. He said, do what? I'm calling social services. He said, why don't you do that? And let's just save everybody some time. Go back there and get all your garbage and have it ready. When they get here, you just go with them. She said, why don't we leave? He said, well, you can't have it both ways. Which way? Call them, take your stuff, and go with them. But the next time you sass me, I'm going to slap the other side of them jaws, girl. It's like, Okay. So,
I remember I told my dad one time after he gave me a good butt whooping. I was like, I'm calling law. He said, "Why? They'll never find you."
but it's kind of my point is, as children, we say dumb stuff when we wasn't following our parents' way, and then they say something sometimes dumb back, like, "I'm gonna kill you, boy."
Yeah. We always used to say that. I'm going to kill you.
Did they really mean that? And it's kind of like the Reverend Billy Graham said, "Hey, if you tell a child you're going to kick their tail, kick it. Don't just threaten it, kick it."
That's like
that way they know there's going to be something. So please don't say you're going to kill them unless you're going to kill them. Don't tell them you're going to pull every hair in their head out. That happened to Rev, by the way. Mama got it. But don't tell them.
What is it? I'm going to snap you ball.
That's right. But my point is, when people don't get what they want, then they start the name calling and accusations and making stuff up that ain't true. But as we've also discussed, I think there's a certain element of the population that are just bored. They're sitting at home twiddling their thumbs, and they're like, I don't have family that loves me. I don't have job coworkers that love me. Let me go on social media and see if I can find some friends. So they get on social media and say, "Hey, you heard about that turd up there at the town manager? I heard he was making money on these projects." And then somebody, "I know for a fact he is. I seen him the other day. They was having lunch. That's exactly what he's doing." And then it starts. And then some of them's like, "Hey, why all you Yankees move down here?" So they just start stuff so that people will either agree with them and or it just occupied their time, and they found them some friends. Because if they had real friends, they wouldn't have time to be on social media with the garbage. And that's just kind of the way I look at it. But the one article that was some lady wrote, it's been shared to me like 20 times. You probably need to see this. No, I really don't, because if they were really sincere, they'd call me. Yeah. And I've never spoke to them. I have no opinion about what they said. But there was a couple things in that article that were factual from her, such as calling town and town saying, "Hey, not no meeting tonight." Oh, we have staff, just like all of you, all your coworkers, everybody wants to be helpful.
Right, that's right.
It's not their job, but they want to be helpful. And if they can help them, they try. And I have told some of our staff numerous times, if it's not your job, please do not talk about it, because you don't know what really is happening. And then this situation, one of our ladies is like, "No, there's not a meeting." And they looked on wherever they looked, and there's no meeting. And they was trying to be helpful. But the reality was they didn't know what they was talking about. But anytime people calls the government, it's all of us. We all the government. And of course, in Troutman, I'm in charge of the employees' government. So it's all my fault.
Yes,
Whatever they
absolutely.
did. So we had another come to Jesus meeting, Rev, that says, "Look, folks, I don't care if they ask you if it's sunny outside. Your answer's, let me switch you to the person that can answer that." It's not your job. It is not your job. And even though they're trying to be helpful, if you give misinformation, then people go and write articles about you. It's,
amazing how that happened.
They did. They was wrong. Right. And it was wrong. But again, part of the things, this one particular development, the ironic thing is, it's not been but 3.5 years ago, 3 members of that family was on social media talking junk about all what we doing and what we not doing, and you better fix this, and you, Duck White, you stupid boy, you know better than this. You grew up right around the corner, you know this. Well, now that somebody's offering them a whole lot of money, it's time to cash in.
How about that?
Let us cash in. So I get the phone calls, "Hey, you gonna help us get this through?" I said, "You do understand that's got nothing to do with me. Staff handles that. They take it. You have the public meetings. They have the planning and zoning meeting. Then they go before council. And as we've said on the radio before, a lot of the time, the people that don't live in the town, but they want to be involved in town business.
Yes.
I said, "Why don't you just go ahead and buy a house here, run for office so everybody can talk about you. Just quit staying on the outskirts, driving to town every day and talking about a traffic problem. Because if you'd stay where you belong, we wouldn't have a traffic problem." It's like, it's amazing how that works.
Like it.
But well, you can't tell me. No, I can't. But it's about the same intelligence level as to what you're saying. If you're going to do this, there's a flip side of that coin, as the old saying is. But the process is when whomever wants to sell their land, somebody might not be even trying to sell it. Somebody shows up and says, hey, I want to buy it. There is a legal process everybody has to go through. If they are developing it to be something, then depending on the size of it, they may have to do a traffic impact analysis, TIA.
There's a bunch of stuff.
They have to go through the town and say, does this fit your land use plan?
Right.
And very seldom does things automatically just fit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If they do, we call those by right developments, which means nobody gets to say you can or you can't. It's by right. So if it's not by right and it's large enough, they have their first community meeting that, well, first of all, they got to do paperwork that says, we want you to consider annexing us and or changing our zoning. So we make public notice of that. Well, then we get some of these citizens, well, they never told me.
That's right.
This is some stupid rule they got that says 500 feet. Anybody within 500 feet, they get told. But I live a mile and a half away, and they didn't tell me I am PO'd. That town manager needs to do better than this. Well, if we did everything 2 miles away for everybody to appease them, then the taxes go up.
How about that?
Because that's going to cost more money. And then their first argument to that is, we'll just charge the developer. Okay, we charge the developer. Then your house costs more. Now you have a higher tax value. So either way you cut it up, you still, taxpayers are paying for it. But once it gets there, they have a community meeting, says, hey, what are we doing? What are we doing? And all the people that live near it, well, I won't say all, sometimes people that live near it says,
That was a good correction.
That's good.
No ad hominem. You did a good job there, Doug.
Some of the ones will show up and say, not my backyard. Well, and then somebody else, being a smart aleck, says, well, if you want to control what your neighbor's doing on their property, buy their property.
Oh, how about that?
And then we've had some, well, that's my sister's property and she wanted too much for it. I didn't buy it. Well, okay. But you had the option. We had one, the property was for sale 10 years. Well, I thought they wanted too much for it. I didn't think anybody seriously would buy it. Well, eventually the market catches up to what people want. But after that community meeting, then they go back and they hear the pros and the cons. Sometimes the developer changes their plan. Sometimes they don't. But the process is, if you're smart and you had a lot of animosity, you won't change something to try to appease your neighbors that you're going to have.
Yeah.
So then they change that, come to the planning and zoning board, and our planning and zoning board chairman is one of the kindest hearted men I think that we have in town.
He been Fresca?
No. Randy Farmer. He's
Farmer.
Yeah, he's our planning and zoning board chairman. And Randy is a good Christian man, but he does not want to be abrasive even when people's way out of line. He don't slap the gavel and tell them it's time to hush up now. But he is a very kind-hearted man, runs a meeting trying to be kind to everybody. So when they start shouting over each other and accusing people of criminal activity, he's been a very patient man.
Very good.
And then when I used to show up to those meetings, I'd say, hey, that's not the rules. And of course they talk about me. That's when the circus did show up.
Yeah.
When you cannot have a conversation in a group of 10 or 50 people and you're calling each other liars or they're stupid, and well, that is a circus atmosphere.
Yep.
But because I talked about a couple circus events, don't mean that every event's a circus. Quite frankly, 90% of their meetings or more are not. They are very respectful. Everybody's nice, and there was no circus there at all.
Yeah.
But generally, when you do have a circus, there's clowns that show up. In there. So, and then when I called the people that moron word, a person the moron word.
He's going to give that up for Lent.
I heard that laugh too.
I don't have any charcoal, but I got some road grime underneath.
That's right. That's right.
I'll put the cross on you before you leave today.
We might be able to find some sheetrock dust in here somewhere.
That's right.
We're running short on time, so
then it leaves that and goes, and they get to change plans again.
Yeah.
Then show up before town council. So some of these people on social media, they always do this. That's a lie. They've denied several projects, one in particular on Perth Road, Town council denied, but they're building there today. And they're building it in the county, and they're still going to use our town resources, as we talked about, just like some of these others running their jaws. They come and use our resources. They don't want us to change the in-town, but they're not paying in-town taxes. So, and that gets me in trouble. If you're not paying, he said, you need to keep your mouth shut. That's not exactly what I said, but if that's how you interpret it, I'm okay with it.
There you go.
But that's not what I said. But at any rate,
All right.
they do have a right to speak, but it would be helpful if you speak to people that know the information instead of social media of people that are wanting to add to the turmoil.
What you looking for?
This is what our next song was.
It's the top of the hour ID.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't have a heartfelt song.
He politely told me twice to shut up, and now you want to talk about song.
Ain't nobody politely tell you nothing.
I could get Judy Collins, Send in the Clown.
Oh, yes. That would be a good theme song. And then I walk in, they say, see, we told you, he really was the clown of the town. There's the clown of the town right there.
I think if I worked for you, there would probably be, I would always be on the edge of being fired. Not because I didn't do my job, because there would be a day I would walk in your office, slam the door, and go, quit stirring it up.
No, as a town employee for me, you would be coming in there. I just went to the grocery store. My God, it was an hour. They're asking me about all the garbage you're doing, and that's not my job. My employees are getting attacked a lot. And I say attacked, that might be a harsh word.
Yeah.
They can't go nowhere without somebody saying, hey, what are you doing? Well, I work in the water department. I don't know what they're doing over there.
But they play an important part. They play an important part.
Put this in a pretty bow.
Woo! You done
put your timeout box up, so you're free to go now, buddy.
Speaking in tongues.
And that's a wrap for today, baby. Huge thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in, for your support, all of our sponsors out there, and for sharing laughs with us. We love having you as a part of our radio family. And we hope we brought you a little joy to your day. And before we go, here's a little reminder. Out of the blue, call and check on someone today. You never know the difference a simple, hey, how are you can make. Be that person. Stay safe. Stay kind. We'll catch you next time. We love you.
I love you, Red.
Exciting news! Our Gregory Jewelers is heading back to Antwerp, the diamond capital of the world, on April 4th. This is your chance to handpick the perfect diamond for that dream engagement ring, a milestone anniversary, or simply because you deserve it. Visit us before we go and let's create something unforgettable together. From stunning necklaces to dazzling diamond studs, we'll make your luxury vision come true. Don't miss out. Stop by today. Our Gregory Jewelers, 122 West Broad Street, Statesville.
Real Country, 550 and 92.9 WAME.
This is William Morgan with Capital Management Group. Think of all the fads you've seen over the years. If they were meant to last, you'd still be wearing platform shoes, driving a Firebird, playing Pac-Man. But fads don't last, and that's true in finance too. So why do many big financial institutions promote the latest investment fads? Sure, they look good now, but it's doubtful they will stand the test of time. If that's how these firms handle their money, do you really want them managing yours? At Capital Management Group, we invest with sound economic principles, not in fleeting trends. This approach has served our clients well for several generations. Sound financial advice never goes out of style. Let's talk about how Capital Management Group can work for you. Call us at 704-878-6677 for a free consultation or visit our website at mycmg.net.
How do you know which vitamins, herbs, or homeopathics are right for you? Come to Lowry Drug. You will be amazed at our selection of natural products, including vitamins, minerals, protein supplements, herbs, homeopathics, essential oils, and Bach flower remedies. We have quality products and smart selection for your better health. Come see us at Lowry Drug on Harkness Road in Statesville or call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
You're tuned to Real Country, 550 and 92.9 WAME. Real Country is 550 AM WAME, 92.9 W225BD, Statesville.